Because you had mentioned something a little bit about knowing that this is our last episode of the year and trying to narratively do things neatly.
Okay.
That's where Ezra wants.
Oh no.
Mentally embrace that conversation.
What happened?
We're not playing those 2 weeks? I didn't realize.
For the week after, yeah, so.
This is the last one.
Next week is Christmas Eve.
We just want to kind of like narratively tie.
Don't be afraid, come take my hand. Your friends are here, they have your back. Venture out with us onto an all-new land. We will all be for you what you lack. It's time to play. Grab your dice and your snacks. There are goblins ahead in this cave. Let's go on the attack, for we must save the day. We'll be heroes or failures. It's our tale and it's our game to play.
Hey! Hi everyone, welcome to Overworked Nerds.
Hey there, hi there, hi there.
This is a show where a bunch of really busybody, business-minded friends get together each week and play D&D together. Once again this week, we are shorthanded with our wonderful cast, but it's alright, because we are going to still have fun and, relieve some stress, get out some holiday...
Holiday anger.
Yeah.
No.
What?
No. I don't know.
Who has holiday anger?
But before we get into that, we do have a couple of announcements. A word from our sponsors. Jimmy, you want to talk about our next gen 3D dice creations?
I'm actually going to keep it short today. Guys, this is a 3D custom modular dice tray. It's super cool. Hold your phone. Includes a tower and dice jail for your unruly dice. You can print some cool stuff on the front, like your class tag. We have Overworked Nerds and my character's name on here, as well as a little badge from Next Gen 3D Creations. And then you can also put anything else facing you on your tray as well. Because they're really cool. We've been using them for the entire season so far, and even preseason for a couple of games. And it's just been a really incredible experience, just having somewhere, like a little housing place. And so I'm super happy and appreciative of Avery and Next Gen 3D Dice Creations, or Next Gen 3D Creations, for doing this and for sponsoring our channel. So thank you to him. And there's a store. We can the links are in our Discord, and we can put them on some social channels and stuff. But go check those out, and go check out Avery's store on Etsy, where you can make an order for yourself, custom print with all the different pieces, and also talk with him about getting anything you wanted printed on the front and back of the tray. To you, Kyle.
Amazing. All right. So, our other sponsor for tonight is the Little Sober Bar.
Sober.
The Little Sober Bar has your back with amazing non-alcoholic beverages, zero-proof beverages, including but not limited to mocktails, craft sodas, and even some zero-proof spirits. So check out littlesoberbar.com today. Order your amazing drink selections. And the last organization that supports our endeavors is us. We support ourselves. So support us by following us, engaging with us on all of the socials, Facebook, Instagram, Patreon, Discord, / or at Overworked Nerds. And I think that's it for announcements. This is our last episode for this year, so Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
We want more D&D.
Yeah. Maybe we'll play before, we'll play off stream. We'll find a day. Yeah. Don't get your hopes up.
Yeah.
Please.
Tomorrow?
Please give me hope.
Is this part of Overworked Nerds?
Yes,
that I'm
we
saying?
won't stop.
It definitely is.
Can't stop, don't stop.
I need a break.
Cakewalk.
What are you guys doing tomorrow?
What?
All right, so I know you already have seen our intro video today, but we're going to play it again because we need a transition from this to actually playing the game.
Embrace it.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
Watch it.
Don't be afraid, come take my hand. Your friends are here, they have your back. Venture out with us onto an all-new land. We will all be for you what you lack. It's time to play. Grab your
It's the red panda from Red at Disney's.
No, I'm not the red
That's
panda.
what it looks like.
I
You look
am-
like a red panda.
I am Sprinkle, the Crimson Ferret.
Okay, I thought you were a middle school girl vibe
Crimson
going on.
Ferret.
I think we're back.
I thought Sprinkle was dead.
We're all back. All right. Sorry.
Dead ferret.
So,
They made a onesie of that.
last we left off, the collectors had made camp after trekking half a day north toward Arendor. You all settled down after a few hours of traveling just off the Wormtail Pass, about a couple hours away. While getting ready to rest, the group shared some fun and lighthearted moments with Mordark's mother and three siblings. Revel creating a camping experience like none other, with comforts and pleasures most in a civilized city would not know. Halfway through the night, Einsora was roused to go to the restroom, and after walking away from camp a bit, Poppy overheard a muffled yelp and jumped up, waking up Azariah and the rest of your friends in order to go and investigate what had happened. She quickly realized that Einsora had apparently been taken, and alerting the rest of her party, all of you then jumped into action. Mordark requesting assistance from Lorathiel to allow you all to pursue these captors with much greater speed, granting you the magical ability of flight. You were able to make ground very quickly and eventually thwart the attempted napping.
Elf napping?
I'm sorry.
Elf napping,
what?
yes.
Don't you dare close your eyes.
Stop. God damn.
I mean, you said it, so
Yeah, you're true. It's true.
You gotta start letting us
Elf
proofread
napping.
this stuff.
yeah.
Now, you all sit or stand in varying states of battered exhaustion near the edge of the woods just outside of the town of Amity. And the rain has begun to fall a bit as Einsora begins to stir to consciousness on the ground.
I am also on the ground. And I look messed up. I fell out of the sky, shot by a crossbow bolt. I have 7 hit points and I'm lying on the ground.
I fell out.
Verde, tabernacle.
I fell out of the sky too, but I only took.
It
like
is
8
now
points.
raining upon me.
Oh my god. Bad day for Rebel.
Took my second bout of damage ever.
So as the rain begins to pick up, Einsora stands, and you can see that bit of a glow that is normally kind of present around her begins to rekindle, and the subtle like moonlight that's peeking in through the trees in the forest is mixing with that. She walks toward you, Rebel, and she looks at you in your kind of broken state, and she reaches down and lays on hands, restoring 20 hit points to you.
Thank you, madame.
Thank you, Rebel.
Did she set all your brakes too?
Smushed.
Yeah, I look great now.
Yeah.
And as I get up, yes, yeah, thank you very much. And I prestidigitate my clothes.
Oh, you did it.
Nice.
You said it on the first try.
He's been practicing.
Yay!
I'll walk up and I'll pull out her amulet that was dropped and just.
She accepts it and smiles, and then pulls you into a hug and says, "It feels really nice to know that I have people that I can depend on, and people that have seen me and known me for who I am really, and accepted me in that way."
Of course. We couldn't let you go.
I am, I'm struggling with this a little bit, but I think when I left camp, my intention was not to be kidnapped. My intention was to return to Amity and to join the broken chain. And I know that this isn't your fight. I know that you don't want to get involved. But I feel like I have to. I feel like I am uniquely positioned to be someone that maybe saves hundreds or thousands of lives, both for the people of Arendor and the people who are fighting for what they think is right.
I understand.
You've always been the hero, Einsora.
Smiles at you and Mordart, you are more of a hero than you give yourself credit for. So, stop pretending you're not.
Shed one small masculine lizard tear.
Masculine.
I said what I said.
Lizard tear.
Pine
How's that
scented.
different than yours?
I'll tell you when you're older.
Why are your tears racist?
We're still going to warn Arendor.
I understand. And I think while I am choosing to join with the Broken Chain, I do think that giving Arendor a heads up is also the right choice. I don't know. It's complicated, a little confusing. I'm really just trying to do what feels right in this moment.
I'm gonna reach into my bag of holding, think a thought, pull a book up, hand it to her, and it is Rising from the Blood, the struggle to redirect a revolution. There are many paths that lead to darkness on this road, but maybe you can change that.
I hope so. And I didn't forget what you said. I think you're right, and I think that regardless of who your father has chosen to be, you're somebody that I can say I'm proud to know as a friend, and I will miss you, Rebel Sundancer. So, go. Do great things. And maybe someday we will meet up again and get in more trouble.
I'm just glad to be the only one with sensational eyes again.
Well, you can be second place in Eithoria, as far as eyes go.
I'm first place with me.
And Sora looks at all of you and opens her arms wide and kind of starts bringing you all into a hug. And she's strong, though lithe and kind of a bit more dexterous of a build, but as she pulls away, you see a single tear begin to fall that is glinting in the moonlight. It's masculine. And you watch as she turns and you see this tear hit the ground and it begins to grow and glow into the form of a white silverish Pegasus that comes up beneath her, and then she kicks up and it takes off through the forest, up through the canopy of the trees, into the night sky.
That could have been useful at different times, but all right.
Well, you don't want to yell at her. Give it funny names.
Bon chance.
It was gone before we could make fun of it.
Snowball.
Yeah.
That's all I got. I'm really tired.
Watery horse thing. Yeah, I'm at a loss right now. She could do that the whole time.
Can we still fly?
Your flight has been expended. Not by the time,
Be a
but it was
long-ass
dispelled.
Oh my god, we have to walk all the way back.
Yeah, can we call your friend?
Hold on. We just need to. Can I just like lay down for a minute? Laura, is it dawn yet? I don't know what time it is. Because it took us 30 minutes to fly there. We had an encounter. We moved some more. Had another. And it was already halfway through my first shift. My first watch when she was taken. So I don't know. Is it
So
morning yet?
you're right at the cusp of like 4 a.m. So
Okay.
it's really early morning.
Okay. I don't know. Lorathiel is taking your family and the humans to Arendor tomorrow morning, in not too long.
Oh, that's right. We're all here.
Well,
Hmm?
here.
And do we retcon? Like,
The four
Marcus
of
come with
are
us?
Marcus is hypothetically with us.
Okay.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if he would have
So the
stayed
thing
back
back at
with
camp
Lorathiel.
is like, oh god damn it, my
No,
jacuzzi.
I thought he stayed.
Oh, we have to go. We must go back to camp. I need to retrieve my jacuzzi.
My jacuzzi.
It
Okay.
is my best jacuzzi.
Can we sleep first and then go back? Or wait, do you actually have to retrieve? Is it a magic jacuzzi or is it a physical jacuzzi?
I could put it in my bag of holding, but I mean, I only have my second best jacuzzi in this bag. You
You
know?
have more than one?
Yeah. Doesn't everyone have 2 jacuzzis?
No.
No.
I've got 2
Is
daggers.
that Craig or Rebel?
No.
So,
We left all of our stuff at camp.
yeah.
We have
But-
to go back, but we
We
could
didn't
choose.
leave all of our stuff at camp.
I didn't pick up my bedroll. I didn't do none of
Yeah,
that
I didn't.
before
I
riding
just ran.
off.
Bedrolls are replaceable. We don't have to go back for bedrolls.
It's true. It's true.
How long would it
Do you
take us
have
to
all
get,
your
get back to
gear?
camp?
Do you have your items or
Um,
important things?
Make a intelligence check or survival.
Okay. I don't know why I just did that digitally, but all right. 14.
You would guess based on your earlier travel, you're probably around 3.5 hours from where you set up camp. You got to this point pretty quickly because you weren't encumbered by having other people you were carrying that were hurt, and you were flying. So there's a expedience you can move with without having a bunch of people and also being able to fly. And you flew south roughly almost an hour, for an hour. So
Okay. So, just out loud problem solving. There are belongings of ours that are 3 hours away. There is also Amity that is closer, but that town just got ransacked.
And then the coast is.
I would like to make a perception check to see if the area is in
make a
pseudo safe area for us to be having a random conversation right after combat.
go for it. Make a perception check.
Somebody has to do it.
The responsible one.
Somebody has to think of it.
I can't be the responsible one.
It's 13.
You think it's pretty safe.
I think.
13.
You look around.
Are we
and
still like? I know the battle kind of took place as we were entering a field.
Right.
So are we in this field?
You are not in the field. You are in the forest. You can see the field kind of like just barely through the trees.
Okay, so we can kind of take cover while having this conversation.
Yeah.
Make sure we're. Because we can see the town from
You
where we
can-
were, right?
You can see, parts of the town just because it has a really high wall in.
We also don't know what story Einsora is going to feed them. And hopefully they won't come for revenge for their party members that we just killed.
I heard the guy hates Rebel now, so it's likely.
They make fun of him and his cause.
But I will say, I know we have pressing matters back in Arendor, and you have a jacuzzi.
Yes.
But we are much closer to Burningford now than we were. And I personally have some business that I would like to attend to there, but we also have a slave trade that I would desperately like to dismantle even further.
Let us go back to our camp, retrieve our things, send the family of Moral Dark upon their way, and we
They're
will
gone.
go and fight these human traffickers or
Revel,
dragon traffickers.
they're
They're not
gone.
gone
It's not morning yet. He said he was doing
It's
it in the morning
4
after he rested.
Oh,
Yeah. You could,
We should be able to make it back.
But they'll probably be gone by the time we get back.
yeah.
Yeah.
If you
They
don't
would leave
rest,
without us.
yeah. I told him to.
if you start traveling now, by the time you get to camp, there's a chance that you would make it there before the time that you would expect Lorathiel to be capable of teleporting. So
Okay.
there's a chance that you could still meet them,
All right.
but it is also a chance that you get there and they're gone, and possibly all your stuff is gone if they choose to take liberties.
Yeah, I doubt they would just leave everything in the woods.
Let us ask our leader, Poppy.
Whoa.
Not
Thought
this
I was
year.
What
leader.
should we do?
Let's vote. The leader says we
Ah,
should
we
vote.
are a democracy.
Well,
I have many
yes.
books on democracies. Yes, yes.
I think the important question is what is back at this camp that we can't easily replace, or is a necessity for? Like I don't know about y'all, but I got everything I need. Bedroll's not important. Rations I can find. I have my weapons, my armor, my items.
I guess I technically have all of my stuff too. I didn't leave anything before I ran off.
You don't wear armor too, so you know.
Yeah.
Rebel.
You might have left your armor. You
I
might
am
have
down
redone
a
of
very,
your
very
own
nice tent and a jacuzzi. I only have one tent and one jacuzzi left.
What is
But can
this?
you not
What is
just get
life?
more?
Okay.
I can't go on like
So-
Can you
You
not just
have
get
a tent
more
and a
when we get
jacuzzi.
back?
Yes, it's not as nice as the one that is at camp.
Have you
Well,
heard of
buy a new
Sherry?
one.
Revel, why don't we get it after we go
Yes,
visit
you are
Burning Ford?
correct. Your mother may have my tent and jacuzzi. Lord have mercy, I'm turning into some sort of charitable giving service.
Footsteps away from your father's path.
In that day,
Yes, yes.
his heart grew 3 sizes.
Wow. Should have brought you that Grinch sweater I found.
It's all on theme.
Before heading to the coast, then, do we want to go there now, or do we want to go a little whiles and find a place to rest for a bit?
Do you guys want to take a little tree nap?
I think we would find a rest
Yeah, I think we
on
need
the
to
way.
rest. Well, no, I just got healed up.
I
I
definitely.
didn't blow any
I
spell
don't want to rest
slots.
here. We are far too close to
No,
this town.
not here.
Yeah.
I'm not injured, but I will not be of any use spell-wise or healing other people until I can trance.
Okay.
I only need 4 hours. But
Wait. So. Why are you so depleted?
Because I basically almost died again.
You.
I did a lot of
What?
stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, so y'all got in a fight again without us.
Yeah.
A few. It was pretty cool though. Like hindsight.
I mean, y'all are still here, so I guess that's good.
Yeah.
But he died again.
He didn't die. He just passed out.
Yeah.
Yeah, same difference for him.
I sort of died.
It's just another
Oh.
day at Adventureland.
Why don't we should unpack that as we walk.
Yeah. Let's walk and talk.
So we
There's a lot to learn here.
we walked the direction toward Burningford.
Yeah.
Avoiding
Looking for
avoiding the town as much as we could, or like any line of sight
Okay.
from the town.
Looking
And then
for a
I'd also
spot.
like to ask
Cave or
DM,
cove?
do we know a rough time frame it would take to walk to Burningford from Amity?
Yeah.
Everybody has a special drink with me. All I got is dumb water.
You want a Pellegrino?
No.
Okay.
I want your dumber water.
Are there any sober drinks in the
You didn't get
fridge?
anything?
I thought there was a rocket pop one. in there.
There's some drinks in there. Yeah.
I might have to go look.
Get it on break.
Oh,
Break.
I think I understand what you're saying.
All right. So from where you are currently, and you are like just outside of Amity, on the just on the like outskirts of town, within the wooded area, to Brenningford. Let's say someone make a survival check to look at the map and
18.
Ooh,
18?
the new dice came through.
so you estimate that your travel time to Brenningford would be roughly equivalent to how long it would normally take you to get to Amity from Arendor. So it's about a halfway. The town is about halfway between the two. You
Which is
got to Arendor with horse and carriage at a breakneck speed, with Poppy driving in about a day and a half to 2 days. So on foot to Brenningford from here, you would be looking at roughly more like 4 or 5 days.
So we're stealing a horse.
how long?
One horse?
Do I recall how long it took us via ship from Brenningford to Arendor?
Yes. So when you were stopping in Brenningford, you remember that the ship sailed north up the river to the next morning, like mid-afternoon, arriving at Arendor. So from Brenningford to Arendor via ship, sailing inland is maybe like half a day.
Well, there's two options. It would take us, you said 4 days? 4.5 days?
4 to 5 days, yeah, depending
4 to 5
on.
days to walk there to Brenningford, or 4 to 5 days to Arendor, and then by boat, which arguably takes us longer in the long. And we're bound to get distracted as soon as we get to Arendor. There's a lot of things that come down there. I personally would just like to keep walking.
Are there any villages or anything we can go to? Do we have a map?
Yeah,
So
I
the
just
map you
consulted
have
it.
is pretty high level. So you see Amity, Arendor.
Can I open my backpack?
Is there a Walmart in between them?
You know,
I'll say make a history check.
we did, y'all got kidnapped with that carriage and horses.
12.
Maybe we can talk to Burke and Shannon to giving those back to us.
At this point, I don't think so. After we became their enemy, and then we killed a bunch of them just now.
Well, she doesn't tell them that, which I don't think she would.
But, like, they're gonna know they sent people out to get her, and then that she came back without them. And they already said that we were their enemy after Rebel locked the door, locked the gate. They already didn't like us. That's why they came for her. So I don't think that's a good. We can see if any horses, like, they were burning the city. Sometimes livestock tries to run off. We might get lucky.
So the city's in view.
I don't think that you all had investigated the bodies of our kidnappers.
We did
Oh,
not.
who are, like, around here?
Yeah.
Or back there?
Oh,
Yeah,
let's
yeah.
just-
If you haven't walked anywhere yet, then you're
Just back
still
that
standing.
Back up. Thanks, DM.
Thanks, DM.
That's my
We
job
had,
to stay
like,
on top
walked
of
to
it. I
the
forget.
side to be out of, like, we're like, okay, let's walk over here and let's chat. But we hadn't
Yeah.
actually left yet.
And not that I know this, but y'all left a ton of bodies. Like, a good 30 minutes behind us.
Trail of bodies in my wake.
I want to look for the ball thing. Because
Okay.
that was really messed up.
Go ahead and give me I'll say investigation check.
I'm just gonna loot everything.
Yeah, same thing. Investigation check.
No! Isn't that one?
21.
Ouch.
21.
He makes up for it, okay?
Mhm.
He would be like, I can't find this
I'll tell you, I
thing!
just hope I roll this good when it's time for me to do the one thing that I can do, which
Yeah.
is shoot arrows.
Hey, the dice tell the story.
Well, right now they're
I
telling
am
the
a
story that
renowned
Azariah
archer.
sucks.
I can't shoot anything.
I am now a bard, and I cheer you on.
Poppy gets pretty distracted. There's a pattern in the forest floor, and she just kind of follows it. But
My brain is fried.
What?
Azariah,
Speaking of fried brain, what?
What?
If I rolled a 14,
Mhm.
I don't have a modifier
Wait,
for investigation.
Yes, you do.
Yes.
Just scroll to skills. Who asked you to roll?
Oh, it's at the very top, brother. Oh my gosh.
Brother.
Why is it at the very? It's pinned.
oh
Who
brother,
pinned investigation?
Yeah, you're not even proficient in it.
Yeah.
You
Just like
pinned
dark
it.
vision.
how many people can one horse carry? So depending on which horse you get, so
And
there
which
are
person.
a few different types.
I can phantom steed.
So your phantom
I can
steed,
thick it.
depending on the form that it takes, can carry between 2 to 3 people. So I think it depends, but your speed will go down if you're at the max carry weight, then the speed will go to half. But
How many people? How many people can Thicket carry?
Not him.
Not him.
sorry, what is thicket strength?
I don't remember.
That's
I did
fine.
actually factor all this stuff when, he died and we were trying to figure out how to get him to the Citadel.
16 investigation,
Strength
by the way,
is
as
18?
I'm also looting.
Okay.
Looking for things and stuff.
All right. I'm gonna. So. Well, Clark is looking that up.
It's 18. The
18.
strength is 18.
Okay.
Dang.
So
It's a beefy thicket.
It's a beefy thickum.
He's a
It's
thick
a
boy.
thick thickums.
I would say the thicket could probably carry Azariah and the two of you without issue at normal speed. Mordart, because of his girth, is probably going to be much more likely to encumber.
So
him.
I remember he
Steed
could
as a
carry
ritual.
him, but not all the gold he was
So I get a
carrying.
magic horse, well, invisible
Or
magic
another
horse
one.
for an hour.
Yeah.
And as a ritual, I can keep recasting it, but it would be like an hour,
Mm-hmm.
wait 11 minutes. Magical horse again for an hour, wait 11 minutes. Magical horse again for an hour. I can do that pretty much infinitely.
So
Sounds like a party.
for your investigation checks, I'll say Azariah, with a
We
21,
used it.
No, we didn't.
you're the first to recognize with the 21 that none of the individuals involved in this carry the recognizable amulet of the broken chain. The heavily armored individuals are human, very clean shaven. There's one that has like a auburn hair, sort of like a goatee. There's another who has blonde hair and is just like completely clean shaven. But the larger, kind of burly, wild-looking guy, he is heavily scarred across the front of his chest, and there are deep scarring, deep scar tissue, kind of around his wrist and ankles. There is a orb in the hand of one of the heavily armored individuals. That is just a solid metallic, looks like made of silver, possibly, at first glance. But it is inscribed with arcane runes. And they
Okay,
also... All right,
I touch it.
I touch it immediately. All right, make a... No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my god.
Those the risks you take in
Make
D&D when you
a
pick something up.
Arcana check.
That's an important player to have, the one who touches the spooky object.
Mm-hmm.
That's usually me.
It's a key party roll.
Arcana. 15.
15. There is an element of what you believe is abjuration magic, just from a very loose familiarity with that. And I'll say that the nature of it falls more into the divine realm, if that makes sense. So it's abjuration and likely divine, just based off of kind of the design.
Bobby, I don't know a lot about this, but I get the feeling that it might fit your bill, kind of divine, holy, something. I don't know. Here, take it.
Okay.
I didn't die when I touched it.
This thing is really fucked stuff up earlier. We were so close to getting away.
I think that was the thing that knocked us out of the sky.
I
yeah,
fell
it knocked
down.
us out of us out of the sky too.
It kind of tickled a little bit.
I'll also take some time to just look at it, see if anything feels familiar or.
Sure. Go make our arcana check.
No, an arcana check. My arcana is really good. It's not the best. Let's try a different dice.
I can identify.
Ugh. 14, which you said is not bad earlier. You said
14?
that's a good roll.
Yeah, you get pretty much what Azariah told you.
Yep,
You kind of
yep.
Yeah, I rolled a 15.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say, yep, weird. Okay. I'm gonna put it in my bag. I'll figure that out later.
Was there anything else of note? on these bodies?
They each have a longsword. Well, the two armored individuals carry long swords, and the wilder individual had a sort of makeshift great axe.
Did you say they were all clean shaven?
Not clean shaven. Sorry, they were neatly shaven. One of them did have a goatee, but it was like very like well kept.
And they were all boys.
They were all boys.
You don't know
That
what
was
they
a
identify
puppy.
as.
May I look at this?
Oh yeah. If you can figure something out.
I'm gonna ritual cast identify. So 11 minutes. I just
Okay.
it's a Rubik's cube.
It
We
turns
can't do
out
the
you
weird
have
thing.
found a ball.
While he's doing that for 11 minutes, I'm just gonna look around and see if I see any horses or carriages in
I will go
the-
with
the
Az and
vicinity.
look around.
I mean, I'm not
Okay.
traveling far, but I'm
I'll keep
just,
Rebel safe.
Like, did we get lucky?
Yeah.
Did a
Gotcha.
horse?
I'm
wander
staying in
over?
sight.
Did a
earshot,
horse just wander up?
Sitting at
Yes.
2 in the morning, solving a Rubik's cube in the middle of a field, surrounded by dead bodies.
We're not in the field.
Mhm.
As you do.
We might
Yeah.
as well be this weird. Okay?
trees.
Mm-hmm.
Like you do.
Okay, so the two of you go ahead and make perception or investigation checks, depending on what you're looking for. Revel, after you spend the time casting this spell, you realize that this is an orb of anti-magic field, and it allows a quick single-use burst of dispelling arcane power. So takes effect instantly, and affects spells up to 5th level. So you just
How many charges?
it is single use and instantaneous.
So
Use
use
this
it
thing
and
like 3
lose it?
times.
Yeah. So this is now.
But they used it.
They used it twice.
There were 2 different people that used.
I was about to say,
So
there must have been
you all had a
multiples.
fight with 2 individuals that are dead further back, about 30 minutes back.
Okay, so we have a one-shot turn off the magic for what radius?
So it works for 60
been-
feet,
It's been
but
used, right?
you're identified. You also know that this, like the enchantment, has been expended from this. You know what the item was intended to do, but you also know that this one in particular is no longer of use. So you have
I think
something
maybe
that
I
is.
could, in the future, figure out how to charge it up again.
I would say there's a possibility that you may be able to recreate the effect. Not necessarily like charge it up, but you could possibly re-enchant what it did.
Okay.
I'm assuming you tell us.
Yeah, Mademoiselle Poppy, this is a trinket now. This is what turned off the magic and made me fall from the sky.
Interesting. The previous fight that we got in, they also had one.
Yes.
No, if we get
I
that
want to
one,
try
we
to
can-
remember if any of the people we fought with used magic during our fights. I
Sure.
don't know if you want me to like roll history or.
Ooh,
No, I'll
that's a
say
good
that
question.
this
Yes.
happened moments ago. You don't
Okay.
remember them using magic. It was
Okay.
they used swords and heavy crossbows.
I'm gonna bring that
But-
up. And you said there's no broken chain symbols on them.
No, I didn't say that. Out loud.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jimmy. You brought everything to a halt.
Just-
Are you happy?
You didn't.
That's why I'm asking.
This is why the DM keeps trying to kill you.
I am just noticing if it's not broken chain, then we don't know who it is. But they never used magic against us, and they carry artifacts
Anti-magic?
of anti-magic.
They also could be of the broken chain, but were ordered to remove any
Indicators?
symbols.
Yeah,
I mean,
possible.
the camp had a field of anti-magic.
It's the only other place I've
Could
seen
be
it.
a more
It
like
did.
stronger,
I forgot.
stable version
Yeah.
of this. We just don't have enough info, and don't know how hard we really need to
Have you ever heard of it?
investigate these folks right now.
Yeah, no, I guess it doesn't matter right now. We can talk about it later.
They
Do
don't
I
have
know of
anything
any
else on them.
organizations?
Like
We knew the broken chain's a thing we've heard of
Mhm.
here and through Marcus.
Right.
But does this whole double anti-magic, heavy use of anti-magic, one-shot artifacts, that's a little weird. Is that twigging anything for Revel? Can I investigate
say
or history on that? Or
make a-
Arcana?
Make a history check. But off the bat, you do like it does give the broken chains like sort of MO is to
Okay.
sort of disable.
It's not like this is the Backstreet Boys.
And the scars on the wrists and the ankles of the barbarian. Is it safe to
You
assume
are
that
going
these
to
were
jail.
he was shackled?
Yeah.
He was
Yes,
a
what you would-
slave or a prisoner of some sort at some time.
Yeah, they do resemble the patterning of someone that was in shackles for a very long time.
Did any of the other people have?
No, the others were very for the amount of probably like traveling in the woods that they were doing. They were still very clean. Smelled kind of like almost perfumed. Like
I didn't say I was sniffing them now.
21 investigation, man.
That's
You were
too
in there.
You're in that pocket. You might
Yeah.
as well.
I mean, I would assume like if you are going through like their side packs and you got a little whiff.
It's fine. It's fine, Kyle. I'm just messing with you.
Did they
Okay.
smell
You
like
smell them and they smell good.
Y'all need to get a whiff of this.
I look at Az and then I draw my daggers and
What?
sparkle a little lightning between my teeth and say, Az, don't move. What's behind you?
I turn around slowly.
You don't see anything behind you.
You don't see that.
No, there's
Are you
nothing.
doing? Did you cast a spell? Did you
No.
cast a spell?
There's nothing. There's nothing.
Did you
there's
cast a
nothing.
spell?
There's no one else here. I've been running perception
can
checks
we
all
see
day.
anything
No one else is
behind
here.
Az?
Monami, I do quite
Make a
well.
perception check.
I think I'm okay. I did fall from the sky and hit my head, but I'm just gonna slowly approach
I reach out.
this thing.
Okay.
With my 2
24.
daggers drawn.
21.
24. You are, both of you are pretty sure that Mordark is probably losing his shit. And you don't know if he's tired, but there's definitely nothing behind Azariah.
I rolled a 15 on my horse check earlier, so I guess
Horse
I
shit.
would.
Oh yeah.
Oh, well, you were looking at
I guess
those.
I would have seen something behind me at that point in time.
Yeah.
I completely forgot about that. I didn't roll well for it, so I moved on. But
There,
Okay.
no horses in the vicinity.
So do you guys express
Okay.
denial to me? Or
I'm
anything?
going.
Monami, there is nothing
Well,
around.
yeah, there's nothing behind
Yeah,
me.
I'll walk up. I'll put a hand on the more dark. There's nothing there. Are you overwhelmed? What do you see?
I throw a dagger at it.
Okay.
No, please do not nat one.
Make an attack roll.
What is
It's a number.
Yeah, just
Why
2
does
seconds.
Jimmy keep getting to play in secret things?
14?
I don't know. There's a lot of
14.
them.
Yeah.
So your dagger sails through
Blowing
the
up
night sky,
DMs and the DM.
rotating, and passes through the air right behind, kind of to the right of Azariah, and then it sticks into a tree behind him.
Hey,
And-
whoa. Come on now. Don't be throwing shit at me and illusionary things.
You
I will.
guys,
There's nothing there.
Monami, I
Why don't you
looked
just
quite thoroughly.
sit
There's
down and
nothing
close your
here.
eyes for a minute?
As
Okay.
Azariah says that, you blink for a couple seconds and you just see Forrest, your dagger stuck in that tree.
When's the last time you got to take a rest? Like, when was the last time you got to sit down and
I don't
sleep?
know. A day or two?
Day or two.
Yeah, I think. Because there's been a lot going on recently.
Great. Can you just make your disc and put him on it? Let him sleep while we walk.
I can. I will absolutely
Just
do
gonna-
that. I will also, real quick, like just as he threw that and they're talking, I just throw a quick little detect magic.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So your detect magic, it picks up on all of your friends' magic items, and then you also do get a faint ping from this orb that you found. There is no essence magically around Azariah that you wouldn't expect. Like, you know his weapons, you know kind of some of the things that he has, but nothing that is outside of what you would expect.
So as they're talking, I'll just go pull his dagger and give it back to him.
Thanks.
Monami, there is nothing here.
Okay, guess I just saw a shadow. He's got a bunch of shadows all around him all the time.
What did?
No,
you
I
think
just
that you
hide in
saw?
the shadows.
It was as his shadow.
What
But
did you
like,
think that you saw?
but I saw his shadow, but not on the ground. Does that make sense?
Like standing behind him, a shadow version of Az? Riel?
Yeah. Azariah?
Azariah.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. Because I was like, oh, he doesn't like that we keep calling him Az. I'll say his full name. And then
I feel like
And then
we're
you
just gonna
go
have to
on.
sit down and have like a, learn everybody's name.
No, we
tonight,
know your
apparently.
name. We just gave you a nickname.
You don't know my
bro.
familiar's name. You don't know my name.
Pick it.
Dick boy.
Thick boy, la,
Thickums.
la, la, thick boy.
Okay,
So-
so like a shadow version of him, but standing behind him.
I think I saw. Yeah.
Was it moving or just there?
No, it was just there. I could have swore I got it with the dagger, but maybe it's I don't know. Look, I'll just
That's cool. Kind of
I'll just
freaky. So
sleep. I'll just sleep.
I guess if you see it again, let us know. But maybe don't throw a dagger at me next time.
Stranger things have happened.
I think
do
I
not
owe you
think
one in the
threat
shoulder.
you. Yeah, you can be on Tensor's floating disc.
saved
We're
your
just
ass
walking
more
along.
times
As
than I
long as
hit
I
you,
think
so,
about you
like,
walking
just
with
call
us,
that
you just
even.
sort of walk with us.
So, and you all are heading.
So how long does your disc last?
Did we
Good
find
question.
any
Well, it's a
horses?
ritual, which means I can infinitely cast it. It's just every time I do it, it lasts 11, or it costs me 11 minutes of time. So let me see what it is.
Would he be capable of getting a short rest or even a long
hour.
rest on his disc or on Thicket?
Sure. Yeah, I'd say if you're on the floating disc, then I would consider it downtime, so you can take a short rest.
Me?
Yeah.
A humble short rest.
And like,
Oh, not a long
we
rest.
haven't gone
And
that
there's
far
a question
yet.
about
Calm down.
ritual spells.
Mm-hmm.
we
Do I
gotta
have
see
to
if we
wait
can
for them to
complete the
expire to
short
cast them
rests.
again? Or can I be
That's
like,
actually a good point.
hey Siri, set a timer for 45 minutes and like
Yeah.
every 11 minutes before the spell ends, just I have infinite Tensor's disc.
Probably
Um,
the other option is he could maybe just ride on Thicket. And
Sure.
maybe he can rest that way. I don't
One-
have to cast him every 11 minutes.
But one of us has to ride on some, right? Like,
Guys,
we're walking. Like, I have a Phantom Steed, you
We're-
have Thicket.
we're just walking right now.
Okay, we're just walking.
We can't carry all of us.
Okay.
I thought he said that Thicket could carry.
Two.
Just him.
And the horse could carry two.
Thicket's only strong enough to carry.
Yeah, the
Just-
lighter
Sorry,
people.
what
Just
I was trying to say is I thought Kyle said that Thicket could carry the three of us, and that the Phantom Steed could
Oh.
carry.
Could carry him.
I
Yeah.
didn't miss that. I did miss that.
Yeah.
Is that
So
correct?
you're
Okay.
Okay.
yeah.
I guess we can do
Moridark's
that.
weight is he's dense, so they could carry just him and probably not anybody else, but he can carry the three of you without issue. So
And then Phantom Steed could carry.
Sure.
Phantom Steed could carry Moridark. Yeah.
Okay, great.
We can do that.
All right.
Who wants to be the center of the Oreo?
Oh, you had to say that. Didn't you?
I am quite small, so I will ride in the very front.
You want to ride
No,
I am
No.
to sit crisscross,
He wants
right
to
as
ride.
close to the head of your, and just scratch behind his ears.
I'm
Like,
sorry, I've got.
y'all can do behind me whatever.
Azariah, you just have to put your arms around him to direct Thicket.
I got a cuddle
Thicket is a
revel
good
in order.
boy.
Yes,
Thicket
and all
knows
these
where to
Revel's
go.
reigns.
I'm
Fan-
scratching Thicket behind the ears. You are a good badger. Come on, let's go.
Fan art incoming.
Dude, I can
Yep.
see it.
That's amazing.
Because he's all sunshiny too, and you're all dark and moody.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
With my delicate elven hiney.
Dark.
Oh, man.
Wait. He is dressed in
Things
all
I
white. He
didn't-
needs to be the cream in the middle of the Oreo.
Oh. It's kind of like it's like a half golden Oreo, half regular Oreo, because Poppy is kind of like sunshiny.
Yeah. Oh, they make those now.
Really?
Yeah, they do.
We
I saw
are
them and I was like,
so
Dad would love
off
those.
topic.
Yep.
So, I swear.
It's almost 6.
At the start of this session, everyone was like, yeah, we're going to fight tonight. We're going to beat the pirates. And we ended up on Oreos.
My life's
Or even
work
Oreos.
Mixed
is
with
to
pirates.
bring us back to a
What
world where
pirates?
only the
Yeah.
original Oreos exist. Anyway,
Hydrox.
you all, you summon Thicket and you
Mhm.
summon a Phantom Steed, and you begin to kind of march south and around the city of Amity, heading back toward the southern road toward Brenningford, taking roughly about an hour and a half to make it to that like south side on the road where you would be not visible from the town. Are you all continuing on through the night? At this point, I think that the humans and the Dragonborn will be at risk of exhaustion. The elves did get the benefit of a long rest in terms of how much time they need. So, up to you guys.
Okay,
but
so as I've only taken a short rest,
You only taking a short rest.
One night.
So we should stop and sleep?
I mean, we definitely
I
need
think I just
to
need a
at some
longer
point.
nap, maybe off the side of the road. No fires, just
Sleep.
elves take watch and maybe.
I mean, I
But
could
do-
definitely keep going, but I would want to rest before we reach the town.
Okay, so it's stopping.
Yeah, why don't we take the morning to pull over, go off the road a bit. Elves can take watch and humans can recover.
Take a soak in the hot
And
tub.
I also
dragonborns can recover.
Don't have any, but I need to rest as well.
Okay. Well, you figure that out so I don't
While
pass
we're-
out and die.
While
Okay.
we're riding on Thicket, did you tell us about your dying experience?
Oh my
Or are you
gosh.
saving that for the campfire / hot tub?
Hot tub chat.
I'll wait till later, because also I'm like, I'm not totally sure what happened. Moradark saw it from an outside perspective, so he might be able to. He might be able to give his rendition of things as well.
Well, yeah, we start searching for an appropriate place to pull off the road.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a survival check. 7.
Wait, I've got you. No, in this region, let's use this book. The Cub Scout Guide for Amity. Advantage.
I'll allow it, but before the roll, you want to help and declare that. But yeah, you can roll with advantage.
Not 20.
Yeah! Oh my
The
god.
Cub Scout Guide would just save you every time.
Oh,
I am an Eagle Scout, you
Yeah.
know, like,
baby.
So, Azariah, tell me, as a ranger familiar with most of the Aethorian woods, their patterns, how are you helped by this city living, uppity, very rich, probably never been into the woods? What does that look like?
Kyle said earn it.
he gave me a guide.
Yeah,
And
you
he-
describe
He
like
gave me a guide, and it was already opened up to the chapters about how to find an appropriate campsite and how to pay attention to your surroundings, and it just kind of brought back a lot of my time as a forward scout within the Shadowhawks, searching for the tall tale signs that tell me it's going to open up to a clearing of like a copse of pine trees that has a nice bed of brown pine needles that have fallen on the ground and has a perimeter protecting it, but it's off of the road and can't be easily seen that way.
so. Reading through this, you actually you find that inspiration, and you come across a clearing, and it has the familiar signs of like sort of the ridges and passes that would make it difficult to perceive from a distance, but it also has a little kind of burrow, and it has been excavated and dug out and used as a dwelling for what looks like a more like sophisticated, intelligent creature. There's no door to it or anything like that, but it's got some things hanging from the opening and allowing light to be blocked from coming in and direct visibility within.
Is there light coming out?
You
Is
don't
there
see any
smoke
light coming
out
out.
of the chimney?
No. And as you approach it,
I have thicket sniff.
pick up on what are trails or tracks leading away, like a small carriage or something that was led away along with horse tracks. So your assumption is that this would be a very well-suited place to rest that has been seemingly abandoned or left vacant for the night.
Well, this looks like a great place to rest. It does look like it has been recently occupied, but there's no signs that indicate they may be coming back.
Great. I walk right in.
Okay.
Beggars can't be choosers, I guess.
It's pretty dim in here. It's hard
rogues,
for
that's
you
all the
more
trap.
dark to like make out details, but as you walk in, you can see like along the walls there's bits of light that kind of come through and glint off of objects that you can see kind of like stacked from the floor to the ceiling in this space. And I'd say that as the individuals with dark vision walk in, all of you can now make out.
Wait, I have dark vision.
I have dark vision. What do I
I swear.
Yeah.
And I swear.
What's
I hope he
the-
runs into something.
I mean, it would be interesting to have a blind party, right? If everybody just like went blind, that would be really interesting. Anyway,
Don't get any ideas.
fun. It'd
Like
be
they
fun.
have an orb that blinds you
Yeah.
permanently.
Yeah.
I walk
Does
into
anybody
this
have
place
dark
with my
vision
eyes-
now?
I walk in with my
Dark
eyes
vision,
closed.
eh?
Dark
Yeah.
is all I see now.
Yeah. Oh no. It's
I don't
dark
know,
humor.
Some blind people see more
Um,
than just dark.
This is true.
but yeah, all of you walk in, and you can see this burrow has been dug out and sort of wrapping around. There's a center like column of dirt and stone that's been built up. All around the edges are shelves that have been kind of like dug into the wall, and there are different like foods and also a section where there are what you Revel would assume to be like alchemical like compounds or concoctions. But this looks to be a home of possibly like a wandering or an alchemist that is not currently here and maybe not returning. But
Can I like
Is there a journal?
bump? Can I
Notebook?
bump Marcus really quick? Like, hey, give me a light.
Oh,
Yeah.
I forgot he was here. Well, how was he? Wait. What was he writing on?
I'm in a cantrip light
The wind.
before
I'm
he
100%
does
sure we
blood,
left him
fire,
with
and blow things up in
Pretty
the
sure he
alchemist
made a
cave.
comment
he
about, like,
grabs
No,
for a
thank
sword
you.
and he's like,
I'll,
you
I'll
sure?
Let him, I'll let him
Yeah,
Let's
no.
just not
weigh in
talk
decide.
about it.
Can DM wait because he thinks Marcus went with Lorathiel.
I
think
feel
he's
like
right.
I remember.
thought that.
I remember you saying something about like,
Mhm.
there's no way Marcus would trust the Rathiel with your family or anything like that, and he stayed behind.
I also remember that.
But my memory sucks as
Yeah.
an individual. Me personally.
Can we
not
just get a
Ezra.
weigh in? Is he here or not?
I'll say that Marcus is not here for the purposes of just
Okay.
easier tonight.
Okay.
There there is a single like kind of hay makeshift cot further back, and
Is there a lock on the door?
there is no door.
There's no door.
Oh, there's no. Sorry, I wasn't.
Yeah, you kind of walk through what
Like
is
that.
essentially like beads that were made from like bits of fiber from trees and like shells and things like that.
Get a 25 on Arcana. I'm just gonna kind of rifle through all the stuff. Any good notes? Any materials? Any good scrolls? Anything? I just
So, you actually find on this desk with the like alchemical materials, and there's a alchemy set as well as a few different brewing sort of recipes, if you will. You find the recipe for brewing a potion of hill giant strength, and you see that sitting on the table currently is a empty tincture, and 3 out of the 4 ingredients to complete this are present. There is also a notebook, and it contains similar like alchemical components. One of them is for a standard fare like healing potion. The other are for a potion of flight, and then the last one is one that is probably of this individual's own design or something that they were working on, but it is an incomplete alchemical formula that is based in abjuration magic. So you pick up on it only because of your affinity to abjuration.
So sorry, kids. I don't know what you were trying to do. I don't know if you were planning on leaving. I don't know if we're resting here. I don't know. Revel just went full on nerd mode.
Hey,
He
Rebel,
found
while
a
you're
book. He found all these things. He is now sitting at the table.
Like, hey, if
No, no,
you're
no, no. Hey,
staying
Rebel,
up, I'm
Rebel.
going to sleep.
Hold on, please. No. Look, you can read the books. You can notate your own. Stop mixing things. We are borrowing
He's
some.
100% mixing things.
We are borrowing someone's home for the evening. I think we should leave their things alone.
can
Do
someone
not
just
take
put a
their
light on?
potions. Like, do not mix things. Read their books. Notate your own notes in your own books.
I can't.
And we'll mix our own stuff later. We should leave their things.
Guys,
He kind of looks at you glassy-eyed. Bonsoir, mon ami.
Rebel, can you just do anything? Just give me a light. Give me a
Nerd
light.
drunk.
Go to bed.
Do I see
can't.
some kind of like stove or like cooking thing, lanterns, something?
There's a kind of a fire in the center or near the center, with a pot and kind of like a I forget what it's called, but there's a
I
pot
light it.
hanging over the fire.
Like a cauldron.
Cauldron, yes,
Cold.
I light the
hearth.
fire.
or
Cauldron on the
What
hearth.
is it?
Cauldron will be over the hearth.
hearth. Yeah,
Well, if it's in the middle, then there would be no hearth. Anyways.
Yep. something to cook with is
Present.
to make like stew or something like that. But
I light the fire. Look, now you have light. Now go to sleep.
What's Revel got though?
Nothing. Go to sleep.
I am already
Rebel's got
getting in
my
a
first
corner
chemistry
against
set.
the wall and
And he is
Transit.
going.
I'm gonna
I'm not gonna be able to sleep because I'm gonna have to watch these children.
ignore.
What do you want me to
Azariah.
roll to figure out of all the things you
I'm
listed?
gonna
I want to
peer
make all of them.
over Rebel's shoulder. I
snuff
just
the
want to
fire.
watch as he's doing stuff.
you guys are so dumb.
A little bit
Go to
of
sleep.
reminiscing over my alchemical studies
Yeah.
from, teen years.
yeah,
whatnot.
you're picking up on like you see how Revel is
He's
like.
helping me, so if I roll in that one, he's gonna.
Yeah, I'll say for the purpose of this, you're helping. But
Speak.
a lot of this you pick up on as he like flips through these recipes. All but the last one, they resonate and make sense. The last one you kind of like look at like, what the hell? That shouldn't work. But Revel kind of stops on that last page and he's like, oh shit! Like he seems intrigued by it, but
I'm
Dragon
also
is my jam.
ears up on like everything that Rebel's doing.
Okay.
I'm like, you ever seen a little brother who really wants to play video games, but the older brother's not giving up a controller? It's basically like that. Like, can I have that beaker? He's got the beaker. Okay. Just
So
trying to
what
figure
did
out
you use?
what's
Hill
going on.
Giant Strength, Potion of Healing,
there was
Light.
Flight,
and then the last one.
and the
was
last one we don't know. So
custom.
the first three I make,
I'll
make it
say
complete.
make an investigation check because currently on the table you have 3 of the 4 ingredients for the Hill Giant Strength. The rest of them you're looking around and you don't see the ingredients, but you have the recipe to know how to make them.
I drift off into the corner and light my pipe
20.
and do my best to take mental stock of everything that is around me and where it is,
Gotcha.
and slowly allow myself to drift off to sleep,
Okay.
leaving Thicket on guard outside.
Got it.
Ooh.
20.
So 20 investigation. You search for about 10 minutes and you eventually come across a shelf that contains a couple of like what seem to be like pieces of a very large creature's fingernail. Like it's this really like thick, fibrous, hard. So you shake this bottle, you can see these are clippings of giant fingernails, and this is the ingredient that would complete this. So you have sort of the ingredient that would be kind of the base, and you have the ingredient that would be kind of the activator, and then the sort of
Hill Giant Cocktail.
the arcane
It's the hot new
formula
thing. It's the
that
summer drink.
that you need to enchant this potion is at your disposal. So I'll say that your evening, you would spend roughly 2 hours crafting this, and it would allow you to have a single-use potion of Hill Giant Strength.
I give it to Morador.
Okay.
When I'm done with it, like I put it all together and I like the final little bit, and it's like it's done, and I'm just stoked. I'm just like,
Grab it out of the easy bake oven.
much better for Marcus, but he's not here.
You did pretty good. Who taught you, Revel?
This book taught me.
You did that. You did this. Just. I thought I was good at this.
The books have taught me everything, my friend.
Huh.
Reading comprehension.
Maybe I should read. Nah.
Sorry, I want to steal the session, but he's not just like he's up all night. I am not long resting. I am not like he nerded out on that check. Like,
Gotcha.
I was betting on it.
So
I was like, he's
he
on
is
watch.
gone. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever he has to suffer tomorrow.
You would be, because of the previous night, like you actually did get a long rest from your previous, or the previous time at camp, same night. But Mordark, you would, if you stay up, you would be risking exhaustion at this point. So,
I
up to you.
think if I stay true to my character, I would have had to have stayed up with Revel,
The
Okay.
whole time?
concocting these potions with him, or the singular potion. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Maybe you should make a con check. And if you roll low, you accidentally fall asleep and get a long rest.
I was gonna
If
say,
you
was
roll
you gonna
high,
make
That
it?
sounds
you
like
you stick in it.
that
we break
sounds
into
like
someone's
a
home
really
to
good
take
idea.
a rest, and instead we just mess with all their shit and steal things.
It was old shit, probably dusty.
Who
This guy's
rolled the
probably
20?
there was
Yeah,
like a
finding
blow
his
up
mom.
site. There was like a site outside with like a smear on the ground.
Should've
Probably
found
where the
such a
guy
good
blew
spot.
up like a year ago.
I wasn't looking for a hovel. I was looking for a field.
Yeah, do a con check for sleep.
DM
man.
gave us a hovel.
Hey man, natural 20. you got
No.
I'll let,
You wanna stay
I'll let
up?
DM figure out
Okay.
kind of how that works.
it. So, I'll say we'll go ahead and take our break here.
Take a
It's kind of
break!
natural stopping point, and come back next morning. Yeah, we'll be back in 10 minutes.
Thank goodness I get a long rest.
You did that on
back.
A lot of hair.
Bienvenidos a Overworked Nerds.
Bienvenidos.
What?
Is this a flavored candy
Welcome.
cane?
Yeah, they're like.
Yeah, they're
How
peppermint.
dare you not warn me?
Sorry.
Is it cherry or something?
Wait,
awesome?
Candy
don't
canes
know.
always have flavor.
It's always peppermint.
What? Some of them are like Sour Patch, and some
You
of
had
them
an
are,
unflavored
Sour Patch
candy cane?
canes are the dope.
Yeah.
That is the.
Some of
You
them
know
are
what I meant.
Starburst.
It says fruity.
I've never had a candy cane made out of tofu before. What's it like?
I saw some
Tofu
Oreo
cane?
candy canes, and I was so triggered. I was
No.
very upset about that.
What candy canes?
Oreo.
Ugh. I don't know. So as Revel gets to an end here, and I take the potion from him, and I'm flicking it and studying it in the dim light, seeing how clear. There's no remnants of any physical, particulate or anything inside of the potion. It takes me back in my memory to days when I would watch the teacher essentially do it, and I would just watch what he does and then do what the teacher does, and I'm reminiscing on all of my alchemical studies, and it brings back kind of my affinity for gold and acquiring wealth, and so I'd like to just take a second to just try to sense out or feel if anyone's stashed away any valuables inside of the hut here.
Sure.
Not with your friends though, right?
Roll a
No,
percentile.
not
See
that-
if I can go away.
Not that a friend has stashed anything.
We
Oh, I
have,
thought that's
we have
what you were
another
saying.
player that pickpockets his party members on the regular.
Oh no, not my friends.
I think they're
Mhm.
hematite. I don't think those are metal. These are hematite.
Nice.
I know that sound.
So go ahead and make a investigation check at advantage.
Of course.
Green Day song. Malachite, so tight, yeah. Never let go.
17?
17. You are pretty sure that whoever was here had taken most of what they felt they could carry and was valuable. Some of the ingredients that were left behind probably not as important as some other things, but you look and you see there's spots on the shelves that are very empty, but you can tell there were things there before. But you don't locate anything like jewels or money or anything like that.
Okay.
The hat worked on you. It's distracting as. Oh, come on, Jimmy. Seriously, it's making my brain look. What?
That's how Revel's brain is actually going right now.
Yeah.
Book ingredients, book ingredients, book ingredients.
So,
Books and potions, books and potions, books.
were you doing anything else?
No, but
Just
as I kind of gander around and don't really get a sense for anything, I am gonna realize oh, I was supposed to sleep. Ugh. And
As
then
that
I'm gonna
thought
get a sense of tired.
crosses your mind, you notice the morning light beginning to kind of creep into this hovel, and you're seeing the first light of morning.
Sorry. I nerded out.
We shouldn't have stayed up all night making potions, dude.
Mordor, you do take 1 point of exhaustion at the beginning of this day.
Dang it.
Can I have a long rest?
You do actually get a long rest.
Can I have a long rest?
Yes, so both of
Hashtag
you.
no regrets.
Slight regrets. Didn't get to play with the stuff. Only got a weird potion out of it.
You have a
DM,
potion.
can I have a long rest,
no,
please?
you have a potion of hill giant strength. I know what it is. You
No, I
possess it.
understand, but yeah, I it's nothing that I've ever seen or made. So I'm oh, it's cool. I guess.
Are you already 18th strength or 9th? What is a hill giant?
No, I think it's 18 strength. I'm
I think-
14.
You can go full beefcake for however long this thing wants. You know.
I guess.
Yeah, I think it just sets your strength to 19 for an hour. So
Oh, nice. Yeah, no. Last night for Mordark was essentially nostalgia and reminiscing. As you were just going mad scientist with everything, I was yeah, just excited about it.
cool. So with the morning light, you all have the road and everything ahead of you. What would you like to do?
Do I I know we left some of our things behind at our previous camp. Do we have any kind of field rations or anything like that on us?
I would say that you, Azariah, more than anybody else, would have sort of kept your pack in fairly like travel-worthy shape. So your rations and maybe not your bedroll, you would have left that behind. But
I don't even think I was using a bedroll. I was stomping up on tickets. So.
yeah, so I'd say you are probably more prepared to like rough it and hit the road. I know that Revel, you've got more.
It's my bag of holding. Which I kept with me.
You gonna eat some books?
I would have left a bedroll, and I would have consumed whatever food I pulled out as we were all hanging out at the campfire having that moment.
Mm-hmm.
But everything else is with me.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, minus my best jacuzzi and best tent.
So, yeah, the road ahead is available, and
Okay.
Sorry, does that answer your question though?
Yeah. We can set off unless anybody really wants to do anything here, and I'll pass out some hardtack field rations or whatever to folks. But I would before we walk out of this, I want to be the last person out of this hovel and try to. I don't have a photographic memory, but take stock of what is now missing and try to equate a sum to leave behind.
Make either a history or an arcana check. Some of the things that have been used, you aren't super familiar with. Are you trained in alchemical supplies?
What is the market on giant toenails right now?
I don't.
It would be
think
under
so.
like other skills and proficiencies.
No, I don't think.
Okay. So I would say, yeah, you can make. This would pretty much for you just be like an intelligence check and a disadvantage. So you just guesstimate like a rough estimate, but 11.
Both stats have the same modifier, so
You're not sure. There is a few bits of this like fine powder that you don't know what it's used for, but it's missing. It's been depleted a bit. There is a notebook that was there that
I leave
is
10
missing.
gold tucked away.
Okay.
I don't leave it out, but I leave it kind of tucked away. No, you're already out of the building. I said I waited till everybody was out of the building.
Am I 30 feet away from Azariah yet?
Yeah, I would say if he's waiting for you to leave, then
Don't do this, Jimmy.
30 feet. 30 feet is probably.
Just let me be nice while y'all are assholes, okay? Just let me do it.
We think the place was abandoned.
No, I literally said that they would be coming back at some
Knowledge
point.
is free.
Anyways, I leave 10 gold kind of tucked, hopefully in a maybe in his book.
I took the book.
The notebook is not there.
What are you talking about? I'm gonna leave a book.
Well, no, you couldn't have just transcribed everything to your own. Damn it.
No, I
Okay.
made the giant strength
I leave it
potion.
somewhere tucked away.
Okay. Yeah,
And
so
we
you
get
just-
on the road. We leave this damn hovel. Let's go.
All right. So, excuse me.
The utter pain.
Let's,
Another pain. You got milked.
Milk for all he's worth.
No good deed goes unpunished, Azariah.
all right.
I'm really tired, guys.
Hitting the road. I'm assuming the same method of travel. Thicket is summoned, and so make sure
we have
that
another
for
collector's Oreo and move on.
for Thicket, make sure you're keeping track now. This is like a full day's travel with him of the amount of time that he can be out and then needs to be rested.
We didn't set a limit on that.
So I think it is.
It was just basically like once he dies or if he needs to heal, he can be unsummoned. But we didn't.
Yeah, if he's a familiar. Well,
When he was built, there was not a limit put on that. I mean, he does need to rest, like any other things, I guess. But unless he's, what did you call him? He's not a fey creature.
No, he's
He resides in
ethereal.
a ethereal plane. And I don't know if ethereal animals necessarily rest.
All right, so if he is out for more than 4 hours, then he does require 4 hours of rest on the ethereal plane.
Oh, okay.
This is like an Onyx figurine.
Yeah, essentially. Now he can stay beyond that, but he over time starts to become like diminished. Like essentially, like his health would start to diminish, and he would eventually apparate back into the amulet.
Okay. Well, that's the case. Sorry, y'all. We're walking for a bit.
But for the first 4 hours, you can allow Thicket to kind of carry the three of you, and then
Well, I mean, he's already been out like for the travel yesterday, and then he was out on watch all night while we were. In,
right.
You know, he's already exhausted.
he would have gone back into the amulet overnight. So,
Oh.
yeah,
Even if I asked him to keep watch.
You ask him to keep watching. He
He
does
tries.
so, and then at some point during the night, he is pulled back into the amulet. So,
Definitely would have said watch. Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. So you say he went back in the amulet. I can resummon him, and then we can use him for 4 hours.
so
Okay. Collector's Oreo. Let's go.
Can I sleep on your magic disc thingy?
No.
That's fun. Well, you're on the horse, so you can sleep on the horse.
Can I sleep on your horse?
Do you have to make a check to sleep on the horse?
I don't think you can sleep
on the horse, you wouldn't be able to sleep. He would have to
Someone tie me to this horse.
It says it's a phantasmal steed, a horse, or something similar. Like
Mhm.
it could be a giant spider. It could
Right.
be whatever you want, and it's phantom, so it's not like it's there. It's like an outline.
Right.
It's the invisible jet from Wonder Woman.
But it
there's-
doesn't know how to direct itself.
So the-
I think is
And
the
there's
issue.
the nature of having to
No,
stay
but he can direct
upright.
whatever it is.
The
Has the
issue
rough
is-
intelligence of a horse.
Him staying on it is the issue. Like he'd
Yeah.
have to be actively.
Is there not something
Staying
that
mounted.
like, oh, a giant spider is easier to sit on than a horse?
He would still have to be able to stay on it because he has to follow its movement. It takes on a form and needs to
And you,
move.
and you got to remember.
I have
strength,
50
so-
feet of hempen rope. Is this
I
if
was
I can
just saying-
sit on the
Goddamn, we're on
horse?
the same
Can
wavelength.
somebody
I thought you were
tie
married
me to
it.
this horse?
Yeah,
I
we
thought
can
about
tie
it
him to the
earlier,
horse.
but I was like, I'm not entertaining this.
Can we
Why
tie
don't-
him to the horse?
Why don't we just do the disc
don't we just do
instead
the
of the
disc?
horse?
I don't think the disc can move fast enough.
Um,
The disc can move at walking speed. Let me double check just to be sure.
The disc can't sprint. Can't dash.
What's up with your disc, man?
If you can sprint a disc, you can dodge a ball.
So
let's tie the disc to Thicket.
yeah, here's the thing.
So does the floating disc create resistance, or is the nature of a magical floating disc kind of eliminate resistance per se?
It doesn't eliminate it, but because it is flat and it just simply floats, there isn't an element of like it
Yeah,
bucking
the
and
disc
jerking
stays
you
20 feet from you.
Oh,
However fast you were moving.
great.
Cool.
The disc does not have a movement speed.
Yeah.
The disc moves 20 feet from you.
Chichile.
So theoretically, we could do the disc.
Hey, I don't care how we move, but I'm gonna fall on my face.
We do the disc, and about every 3 hours and 45 minutes, I throw a handful of rocks at Mordor.
Okay. Make an attack roll. I'm just kidding. You're. So
It's a 17 plus whatever.
You don't actually prevent him from sleeping. Don't do that.
I roll a 22 Arcana to be sure that my night of not resting
Mhm.
doesn't mess up my ability to chain the rituals that I need to keep him on the disc. And so I'm assuming that means I can.
This is the most D&D.
Every 3 hours and
Like,
45 minutes, the disc just.
So,
drops.
Tensor's floating disc. It lasts for an hour.
Yep.
At the halfway point of this day's journey, so about 4 hours, Revel, you would be running short of the supplies, the components necessary to recast Tensor's floating disc. And I believe it is.
It's a drop of mercury. What
Yeah.
I found at the alchemical supply hovel.
Roll a D100.
You were actually pretty low on that before.
I'll
we
say
got
it's
to there.
it's about a
It was,
50%
but I replenished
chance.
it. But I did use it before because we did this exact same fucking thing before.
Yeah, for
where's my
Mordor's
100?
family.
There it is.
So we haven't been anywhere near
So
replenish yet.
D100.
Except for the hovel.
That would be a 50 solid.
50?
Is that a 5 or a 50? No, it's a 5.
So
It's
5 and
5.
2 zeros.
that's 5%.
So
55.
that's 5.
That's 5. That's a 5. Sorry.
Okay. So you do not find any mercury.
Damn it. But it's
Uh,
such a good roll.
It is a good roll.
If only it was.
Okay,
double
so I'll
zeros
say
and
that,
zero.
yeah, damn it. The mercury I bought in Amity is gone again.
So
Fucking disc. I need to buy more mercury.
Dude, I don't know if it's a coincidence or I don't know if you're doing it on purpose. But you're out for blood. I can tell. I know what you're doing. I'm wise to your tricks.
He's gonna end
know
our
what you're talking about.
Chasing us
last
with a fucking luck
episode of
dragon
the
or something?
year is gonna end with Mordark dying, and everybody's gonna have to go 3 weeks before they
Ding
find
dong,
out.
The lizard dead, the lizard dead, the mean old lizard.
I swear.
That was actually really good. Okay, so Mercury.
Yeah.
Disc.
So you run out.
So no disc. Back on the horse. No rest.
He's so close to a short rest, and then he just
Club.
falls. And
Another
hits the
club.
4
ground and
hours.
wakes
We'll
up.
give him. Well, yeah, we'll give him a short rest, not a long rest. 4 hours, not a long rest. For a lizard.
Yeah, Mordark, this is a long string of days for you, and you start to get deep into that like nice REM sleep, and then interrupt it as the disc starts to fade. Rebel does bring you to the ground. You don't get dropped 10 feet and take any damage, but
I'm sorry, my friend. I have run out of mercury.
Just psychotic damage is all.
you're just you know when
Psychotic.
you're trying to get some sleep and like something just keeps waking you up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So we just set up camp here?
I keep thinking, but Mercury is definitely not something I would have in my person.
Me either. I don't know. I wouldn't.
Get it from Brimstone.
I wouldn't advise setting up camp until we've at least traveled the days or traveled a day. I don't know if we.
Are we going all the way there on foot?
Well, traveled a day
don't have a
what?
choice.
Like,
I mean,
we
that's all we
traveled
got.
at the speed of Thicket for 4 hours. That's more than a day at the speed of walking
Oh,
humanoids.
because Thicket's fast. And the disc
We
just
thicketed
stays
for
with
4
us.
hours.
No, his speed is 30 feet.
Oh.
Oh,
He's
fuck.
not. He's no
Unless
faster
he's
than you.
Then why are we walk? Why did we? Motherfucker! Why did we walk the stupid badger then? We did this whole thing centered around the badger. We could have walked the whole time.
No one bothered to ask
I don't
what
want
his
to be
walk
a
speed
doubter.
was.
I can only walk at 20 feet.
See, it was beneficial for
Yeah,
some of us. I mean, my walking speed's 40 feet, but we got to keep the group together because we've had a terrible experience of splitting the group.
We had been
and we're
like
going to do it again.
absolutely like boom, buddy, boom, buddy, boom.
He can dash.
Like,
Ish.
we have been sauntering through the woods at
Can we
30
just
on the
roll
back of
for
a giant
each
badger.
day? We've
Look,
got like an
it's
hour.
done now.
All right, so then let's keep walking. But someone's got to carry Mordark. Oh,
No,
goddamn,
no
he's a
one's
fat
carrying
lizard.
one.
No, he's just going to walk himself and be tired and deal with the consequences
I just
of
walk
his
really
actions.
tired.
I mean, we can walk in like hog time and throw him over a thicket.
Do we have any of...
Yeah, why don't we
Carcasses
walk and Thicket
snuff?
carries him?
He's
What's
only. I think it's only out for like 4 hours.
So do we have
Yeah,
any
fucking-
of
Oh yeah,
Marcus's-
thicket already has to be recalled. So
Oh, the
Phantom Steed doesn't have material
Fire
components, and I can cast it as a ritual.
Marcus is not with you right now.
but he can't
I know,
rest on
but
the steed.
Do
Oh,
we
okay,
have
so
any
do you have
for
any?
some reason?
We never tried to tie him to
I
it.
don't think we do.
I
We
don't
never
think you
took any
would.
from
Yeah.
him.
We never tried to like, get the ratchet straps out and bring his ass onto the steed.
All right, so thicket has returned to the ethereal plane.
Yeah.
It's
We're all
been 4
walking.
hours.
Can
We're
we
all
actually
walking.
do Phantom Steed has no material component. So it's the same as Tensor's disc in terms of like me recasting it every hour.
Mhm.
And we ratchet strap his ass to the steed.
You could, but again, his ability to rest would be hindered. So he wouldn't be able to take a long rest while
Have you
the-
tried to
gonna-
sleep
I'm
on a
gonna
horse?
take
I could
it.
sleep
Listen.
ratchet strapped to a horse.
I'm gonna take it as DM says. I'm not getting
Okay.
any fucking sleep.
Got it. Okay.
You
That's
know
what I'm
Let's
understanding.
Let's
from
expedite
this.
this.
Understood.
That's enough
Got it.
trying
You're right,
to
you're
figure
right,
this
you're
out.
right.
Let's just
Metagaming
we're walking.
hard. Let's go. We're walking.
we walk for the
We're
next 4
walking.
hours.
I'll tell you what, Mordark, you have one chance, a Constitution saving throw at disadvantage. The DC is 20.
See, you bitch so
Can
much,
I
Kyle. Feel sorry
spritz
for
some
you.
holy water on him?
Yeah,
This
hey,
is-
hey, before I roll, anyone
That's
got
how she
a
helps. She just has a spray
Yeah.
bottle of holy water whenever anyone rolls.
Wait,
Yeah.
shh.
I'm
anyone?
gonna say we're taking all of that into account, and
Great.
this is still a disadvantage.
Yep.
Being tied to a horse and attempting to sleep as it saunters down the road.
Someone stinks.
It's okay.
I don't know if it's
You don't have to
this,
say it out loud.
I don't know if it's
To
this
me?
sweatshirt. Or,
It's warm in here.
It's warm in here.
I don't think I stink.
it,
I
it's,
You rolled it
it,
once.
it smells like stale animal urine. So
That's not okay.
I do not smell stale animals.
Does a 5 save me?
I smell it often. So
You continuously tied to this horse. Your head kind of like hangs off the side, and it like takes a step, and then you like kind of jerk awake, and you can't even get close to that level of REM sleep.
Yeah.
You are dozing off and then being jerked back awake.
I would basically get about 10 minutes in and go, guys, this fucking sucks. Untie me.
How long does your potion of flying last? Did you make a
I
potion
didn't
of
make it.
flying? Oh,
I
okay.
only got through the hill
You have the
trial.
recipe.
All right.
I have the
Walk then.
recipe. I have the vial.
We
At some
walk.
point, I have so many things I want to do and not sleep.
So
I walk exhausted.
Oh, who farted?
Is that me?
I'm seriously not smelling anything.
I don't smell anything.
Well, I have a fan blowing it all straight into me, so.
Maybe you farted. You're smelling your own fart.
whoever smelled it dealt it.
And actually, I smell that candle faintly. It smells pretty good. Like it's a nice smell in here.
Maybe it's the candle.
It smells good to me. No. You've been living wrong.
All right, anything happen in the next 4 hours? Walking?
Who's helming the trip heading south?
Me, I guess.
All right, make a survival check.
What if I roll?
Do you want to?
No.
You want to stay awake?
No.
You can.
Survival?
Mhm.
That's a 6.
Okay. You get.
I consult the handbook. The Cub
Yeah.
Scout handbook.
You just consult the Cub Scout
Like
handbook.
the damn thing. I don't need no direction.
How do you read a map?
Mm-hmm. So about 2 hours pass, and you recognize that there was a point in your path where the road kind of diverged a little bit. One of the paths was a bit narrower than the other, and taking a look at the map, then you thought that you could make up a little bit of time following this path, but you realized at this point, 2 hours later, that the path that was on the map you had mistaken for another, and it's led you about 2 hours east of where you needed to be going towards, west.
So he doesn't want you to rest, and he doesn't want us to get to printing fruit. Got it.
You rolled that 6.
I did. I rolled that 6. He did his job. I did not do mine. So we're east of where we need to be, but can
West.
I tell?
Do you want to take a break? One of us will leave for a little bit.
Can I tell if we stay on this path, it's gonna circle back and like get us there, or am I getting the feeling that we just need to either
West of the moon, east of the sun.
backtrack or cut through the woods? Like, do I get that feeling? Do I need to roll?
You know that it would be quicker to cut through the woods. You also know that that brings its own level of peril, but you understand that backtracking would absolutely get you back on your path, but that would be the additional 2 hours back, and then you would be at the point where the rest of you would start to need a rest again.
I say nothing, and I just start straying us off of the path into the
Okay.
woods.
All right, go ahead and give me another survival check.
Natural 19 for 21.
21. So
Better survive.
No, I do not have better survival. Okay, it's not the stat I took.
I have good survival.
Yeah, every time we're survival, literally Poppy has been pointing over at him like, Azariah should do the survival check.
Figured it's his thing. We're going to see his pirates.
all right. So Azariah, you make a sharp turn into the woods, and as you're leading your party through, with a 21, you are able to pick up on a set of 3 separate tracks. And as you pick up on them, you can hear faintly in the distance a sort of like high-pitched, almost like growl. And it sounds roughly 100 to maybe 150 feet away. But the tracks do lead in the direction that you understand that you need to go. You could bend your path a bit and probably end up making it back to the road at the point where you would need to rest, or you could attempt to walk through in this direction and attempt to sneak by without alerting whatever has left these tracks. But and I'll say with the 21 survival, you also would recognize these as owlbear tracks. One is larger, probably an adult, and there are 2 cub tracks, 2 sets of cub tracks.
I I cast Pass Without a Trace, and we keep going.
That's my boy. Yes.
I want a baby owlbear as a pet.
Yeah, we're walking straight towards them.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait, I shouldn't have told them that.
Go ahead and make
I'm like, do you tell
everyone.
us at this point?
Yeah, sorry. Finger on my nose. That's my boy.
Oh, yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
there's something on the path ahead. I'm gonna make us extra sneaky. Even you, Poppy.
I'm always sneaky.
I wish I could double down on you.
Whoa!
I can't.
Brother.
Well, that's man. Her husband's here.
It's very
Poppy
full.
doesn't have a husband.
Poppy doesn't have a
I'm also
husband.
talking about double downing on
Sorry.
Pass
Yeah.
Without a Trace. Why y'all gotta make things weird, okay?
Also,
I know
Poppy
we
is
were
very-
Because you said I'm going to double down on her. I didn't make it weird.
Also,
you made it weird.
Azariah.
Weird thing.
Azariah has a wife.
Azariah doesn't have a wife.
Clark has a wife.
Clark has a wife.
The beams are crossing here. We all know what happens.
You gotta make shit weird.
Yeah.
And beams.
I just
Okay.
want to make her sneakier, okay? But it's
Yeah.
not gonna happen.
Plot twist.
Just be
You all
sneaky.
have wives.
Yeah, me too. Wait, I do.
Even Bobby. No, I was kidding.
Even worse.
Nice.
Poppy has a wife.
Gonna work for us.
all right, so pass without a trace. So I'm
Mhm.
assuming that you all are attempting to sneak up or sneak past. But what's your goal? Like you cast pass without a trace and
Well, I'm like, okay, we're extra sneaky now, more than usual. We can sneak past them, or we can kill them
Whoa.
and eat them.
Whoa.
everybody give me a stealth check as you
Before, as
That's right, we're
Azariah
walking.
is
I'm
saying
not on
this
the
to
back of
me,
the ticket anymore.
I want to
Quite good stealth.
take my cloak off,
Mhm.
and I want to put it over Poppy.
Okay.
Does it work
you
that
have the
quick?
Cloak of
Okay.
Elven Kind.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is
It
it?
does
I can't remember if it's
require
attuned.
attunement, so
Okay,
it does-
sorry.
yeah.
I eat my own words. Yep.
Oh.
I forgot it required attunement.
Okay.
Um,
So do I have to roll at disadvantage?
You're exhausted. You can't.
Um,
you forgot.
with your
You
armor,
just
you
give it to
would,
her.
yeah.
I do not.
But you get plus 10 from pass without a trace.
Does that include?
Do all of us get plus 10?
Yes.
Yeah.
All
Do I
y'all
add
within
my
30 feet of
modifier
me.
on top of the 10, or
Mhm.
just okay?
And I can do it up to.
So just make a-
Disadvantage.
Actually, it just says all my companions.
So I have a dirty 20 because I rolled a 3, but I have a plus 7, and you just said I have a plus 10. So
Yeah, 20.
that's the 20th 3 that ever been rolled.
Mm-hmm.
18.
18.
I have a question with my
23.
exhaustion.
18?
It would just be a
plus
flat
10?
roll. So
Flat
just
roll.
one roll.
And a
Okay.
plus 5.
Plus-
And a plus. I have plus 3 for my stealth, and I rolled a 5.
I rolled a 3.
Plus the 10. 18. That's what you
23.
get.
23. What'd you get?
We're like stumbling around here, and your spell is like shh, 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 shh.
Just crunching every leaf.
Do I pass with a 34?
Shut up! Oh.
There's a moment where you guys are moving through this area and you lose track of Moradart. Like you don't see him, you don't hear him, and you
I stay in the darkness.
assume he's either passed out and you left him behind, or he is
He's
gone. But none of you.
Our friend has been kidnapped.
I literally
Lizard
pass
man?
without a trace.
Wait. I have a question.
Sure.
In regards to pairing Pass Without a Trace with a Gloomstalker.
Mhm.
Because it veils us in shadows.
Mhm.
And when I'm in shadows, I am invisible.
So both of them vanish.
Interesting.
Okay.
Just us.
That works. Yeah.
No wonder we're loud.
We
we're
are
like
so
holding
sneaky,
on to
but
each
we don't
other.
think we're loud. We're like, oh, we are so sneaky. Well, they disappear. I'm the quietest.
It's a 25. Didn't help me all that much.
I'm the
But, I was
quietest
just
mouse
curious.
Yeah.
in the quietest house.
You also cast this spell, and as the sort of natural shadows of the forest kind of like group together and gather around you all to help conceal your presence, you make your way down this path, and as you approach, you notice that there is a opening along the like hillside, and the tracks seem to lead toward that opening, or they do lead toward that opening, but as you get closer, about 20 feet away, you don't feel like you've been noticed or picked up.
Puppy, should we go in there without our friends? They have vanished.
And I just pop up like, just behind them and be like, so what do y'all want to do?
Tabernacle! Shut up. Do I have to roll stealth again? Because I curse.
You hear from within the cave a growl and a rustling and kind of like this deep guttural like chirping.
Okay, so that's what we're doing. Great.
Hey,
good job.
Revel, shut up.
Bon chance, mon ami.
No, that means stop talking.
Kill, train, what do you want to do?
I
Walk
don't know.
away?
No, I want to.
Leader.
Heavy heavy
I say with a
footsteps
snide-ass comment.
Now I say
move toward you,
he says
and you watch as a large, like pointed beak and head and mane of an owlbear emerges from the opening of this cave.
So aggressive.
Is it initiative?
Say, all of you, the two of you, make another stealth check if you'd like to try to conceal yourself as the head pokes out and begins to look around actively.
I go ahead and I pull my bow out and I start knocking
That's a
around,
natural
like,
5 plus 7 plus 10.
Okay, 22.
Plus 10 plus 3, I have 23.
23. Go. So you are all
It's so hard to get her above a 20.
in the
still.
woods, just outside of this little outcropping where the cave is. The owlbear looks out, and as it does, Azariah and Mordok pull the two of you back into this shadowy area and conceal you. So still not picked up, but the owlbear does like come out into this opening and start to kind of march around the perimeter a little bit, and it is sniffing and looking, but not seeing.
I want a
presence.
history check or arcana check. You tell me which. Like, are owlbears buff and hard to kill?
Let's say make a nature check.
Can I tell if it seems aggressive?
Are you asking?
I
Nature
rolled
check.
a 2.
Nature? Okay.
You know nothing.
Yeah.
Are you asking the party as well?
Owlbears are, they will fuck you up.
Yeah.
Owlbears.
Nope. I'll say with the
Or they don't. And I'm about to, like, no, these are easy. Let's get owlbears.
Yeah, I rolled a 2.
Same.
you're not
That's
sure.
crazy.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
really good at this.
So as I've pulled, I don't know who I've pulled back. I know I've essentially insisted that
50,
Rebel
I
stop
attack.
running his
Below
mouth.
50, I
But
sink.
as I pull them back, I kind of want to be like,
That's a
guys, I got into adventuring and I never told anybody, but I've always wanted to see an owlbear. And I'm seeing one now. That's a fucking owlbear.
Like,
So
magical
Do you
Polaroid.
want to kill it?
I don't want to kill it. I'm really tired. I actually just want to go, but this is really fucking cool. Sorry. I'm really tired. I don't want to kill it, but this is really fucking cool.
They actually heard it the first time.
I don't. Yeah, I don't know what the pickup is.
No, I'm kidding. I have no idea either. I've encouraged the group to continue to kind of skirt
I'm good with
the outside of this
yeah, backing
clearing,
up, getting away.
but still So do you want to? Anybody specifically want an owlbear under their belts, or
Nope.
what?
I'm good with just leaving it.
No, you
it's just
psycho, I
having a
don't-
Tuesday. I
Yeah,
don't need to kill it.
I just want to leave.
I mean, I could use more training. Always.
All right.
Maybe
So
Sounds like
owlbear
you really
teeth
wanna
are
kill
really
it.
useful for making potions of flight or something. I don't know. I rolled a 2. I could either not want owlbear teeth or desperately want owlbear teeth. It's completely up to the DM with a 2.
you're not really sure. You're kind of in awe. You notice the form of this creature, and it is, a majestic, like naturally occurring creature in this world, which you've seen in books, but you've never seen this close. And at this point, you're about 10 to 15 feet away. It still hasn't noticed you, but
I'm not against it, but I'm also not I don't believe in unnecessarily killing this thing. So
I just killed a bunch of people yesterday, so I'm good.
you killed 3
I got my kill
was like,
quota in.
and died in the process.
I've got my murder quota fulfilled.
Mhm.
Unless I know that they're monstrous and that their, I don't know, buttholes are worth a lot of money and magically powerful. I don't care. Let's go.
I roll a nature check.
Okay.
Doesn't matter. It's an 8.
We're too odd, but
There's nothing that strikes you as valuable. Just a family in the forest in their natural environment.
We just and keep going.
Give me one last stealth check for the group as you begin to move away.
again.
At an
Yes,
advantage.
No way.
35.
35. All right.
Also 35.
Nice. Puppy.
12?
16
Okay.
But what was the natural roll?
plus 3.
Okay.
Please take this armor off.
I do think
I
again.
will
Sorry,
die.
I'm gonna do the table thing. That
You already
I do
did.
think we need to
When I
call
chose
out
to.
critical failures. It gives an opportunity for good roll.
Oh,
for
yeah, I
good
feel like
table.
you're not allowed to hide it.
Like don't
that would
hide a
be
1,
cheating.
man. Don't hide a 1.
Oh, no,
No.
yeah, for sure.
Nobody hides a 1.
Crit fails
Um,
always play.
Yeah, I got another 34. So,
All right.
Which I was going to be like, I got another 34, but these two jokes are
Haha, we're
35.
sneakier than you.
I rolled a 17 plus 7 plus 10.
Sit down, exhausted. Wait, he's exhausted. Doesn't he have to roll a disadvantage?
No,
He has
because my
advantage.
cloak gives me advantage.
So it's just flat roll for you.
Flat roll, yeah.
Oh, damn it.
Okay, so
I was gunning for
as you all begin to move away, the three of you find it very easy to get soft footing and blend into the shadow. Poppy, you also follow the lead of these three, and you don't make a noise, but there is a moment where you look back over your shoulder and you catch a momentary eye contact with this creature, and you watch as this very extravagantly defined feathery brow kind of furrows, and it begins to lurch toward you and then sort of pick up speed and charge at you through the trees.
Do I see this?
I thought we all made it.
You're
16.
real close. The owlbear rolled very high to perceive Poppy, so he
What are the chances it likes hard candy?
Do I see this?
Do it. Run it.
um,
It's canon.
sure. You want to pull out some hard candy?
I don't know if the right. I don't know what the right thing to do is here.
Your instinct said hard candy. Run it.
Run it.
Make an animal handling check
Yeah, I'm gonna treat it
at
like.
disadvantage because this
Okay.
is a hostile creature.
Still want to know if
But-
I see this.
You do see it.
Okay, great.
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna treat it like a hippogriff. I'm gonna try to
I'm
be
like-
respectful and not.
I'm ready, but I see Poppy
Yeah, I'm ready to.
fiddling, so I'm giving her a second.
Kyle,
Mm-hmm.
what if one of them is a nat 20 and the other one is not?
Sorry.
Okay.
It's a disadvantage?
Yeah.
Why is it a disadvantage?
Yeah, I gave her a book about owlbear and me.
Yeah.
You're trying to be nice to a hostile
My friend,
creature.
the
Yeah.
owlbear.
Yeah.
The owlbears in the book were not hostile. At the
It's a 12.
12.
Yeah, but the
You-
owlbears in Baldur's Gate were so nice.
You didn't need that hand. You didn't need that hand. We can get you a robot hand.
Yeah,
Magical
I like.
robot
I'm not
hand.
holding it in my hand, by the way. I like.
Toss it.
All right, so
See if it distracts it.
you put your hand out with the hard candy,
Okay.
and it snaps its beak down at you.
Okay.
It does not do any damage, but it does snatch and remove the gauntleted hand from. Remove your.
I don't wear the gauntlets.
I double
She,
tap.
We're
she
too
doesn't
small.
have Dale's gauntlets.
Because Dale's gauntlets were made for really small hands.
Got it. So,
I double tap.
Does
I'll
that
say
make this
that.
Close
worse?
your hand.
narratively, you take 4 points of slashing damage from this bite.
The cool scar.
And go ahead and everybody roll initiative.
No!
Brother!
Since I was poised and ready,
Mhm.
I'm just
Yeah, I
Yeah.
would say you go first. 'cause
can I
you
take
were
my double tap?
cock block and ready to rock?
I'm interacting.
I wasn't
with
cock blocking anything.
That's it.
Cock lock and ready to rock.
it. Cocked.
Cocked, locked, ready to rock.
So hard.
Wait, did
All
he?
Kyle
Did
has
he
is a
expect this?
lines.
Does he literally have an owlbear encounter
He's
made
had
up?
an owlbear printed for the last 6 months.
This dude wanted this. That's all. That's all this was.
I know, dude.
Tonight has been.
I'm not
so
gonna
hard.
call it railroading because it's not railroading, but boy, have I felt targeted.
I'm here for it.
Kyle said we got to go out with a bang this year.
Yeah. So surprise! Tonight's session is actually 8 hours long. Stay tuned to see what happens.
I'm gonna fall
6:50.
asleep
We
right
gotta.
now.
Are we done at 8 or? We're done at 8, right?
No, I think by Azariah's calculations, it's about 4 a.m. We're done.
Okay.
4 a.m.
So we got an
8
hour of
plus
gameplay
4 is midnight.
1 a.m.
left. Sure.
Wait, I know I shouldn't say this out loud, but should we? God, I wish I was in town for New Year's. Like a New Year's Eve campaign would be so dope.
That would be
Dude,
cool.
that one shot.
Honestly, it wouldn't take me.
With the kobolds was
Finn's a good DM.
Have you
fun.
watched that yet?
No, not yet. I need to go watch
Dude.
it.
It was so fun.
You can't make references from the one shot without watching the one
No,
shot.
I love the campaign. I love the
Making
story.
references.
I love the
Moms,
mystery. I love like developing
Yeah.
the characters.
That's not a reference. That's like
It's a reference now.
it's what's his face?
I Steve Urkel'd them, but the new girl version.
It's not Steve Urkel. It's
I've run 2
no, it's
zombie
that
one-shots.
vine. That's
You're not listening
the he goes. I said,
Was
whoever
you-
threw
you
that
had to
piece
paint
of
that
paper,
yourself?
your mom's a hoe.
Maybe.
Is that where she got it?
It's a vine of a teacher
Kyle and I are ready for
addressing
paint-
like middle
paint
school
sesh.
students.
If you guys want to paint
She
it,
brought
I'll
it
let
in,
you
and
better.
that turned into
No,
our
no, no, no,
kobold
no.
tribe name.
You have to
Your
paint
mom's
it.
a
We
hoe.
literally wear leather vests that say "Your mom's a hoe" on the back.
Mhm.
Of course.
For
Because
some
it
reason,
became-
that was we were just like
just
shitty
stuck.
kobolds, and I was like, yeah, that's gonna be my catchphrase.
Bunch of gremlins.
Yeah.
Except kobolds.
Your mom's a hoe.
Your mom's a hoe.
It fit. Yeah.
It was good.
It was great.
Caution.
Fire.
Think.
Fire.
Yep. That's why I yelled caution.
Oh, got
see,
it. Fire.
See, I yelled the actual thing.
just
Kyle's
breathe
like,
it
what
in
do I
some
need to be
more.
cautious of?
Cautious for what? Yeah.
Caution. Fuck caution.
DM roll a perception check.
Failed.
Nat one.
Critical failure.
Yeah, pretty much. That is what a natural one looks like. Perception.
In
You
real
don't
life.
Notice a candle right beneath you. It's
Damn, bro.
oh man,
Brother.
rough.
That's almost as bad as a vegan fart.
All right, so you don't like the you don't like the one night stand. That's the name of that candle is One Night Stand, but KNIGTH.
Well, it's just because I smell burnt plastic right now.
Oh,
Yeah, it
one
definitely.
night. I
Yeah.
get it.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay.
Hmm.
For
I don't know what's happening anymore.
it's a inside joke. I don't know if it,
The
it's
dirty
not an
unicorns
inside
that make these candles always give them funny names.
Yeah.
And this one is
Make it
One
Joe's
Night
Minis.
Stand.
Minis. You said there was that we weren't fighting tonight, so I didn't get.
Oh
any
no,
minis.
you never said that at all.
Minis.
When did I say it?
Sorry, I got the Elijah Craig up there.
You painted the owlbear.
Oh.
That owlbear was not painted the last time I met him.
Damn, that mofo's big.
That's a thick
You've been
boy.
painting minis.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've
How-
been busy.
How many hours has it been?
Since what? Ticket?
Yeah.
Only 2 hours.
And what's the consequences of summoning him early?
So summoning him early after he's been out for the full extent is not possible. He would just be not capable. Or actually, no, he would immediately begin to take damage. So each
The batons.
You're a hero, man.
I'd say for each round that he would be out, he would take a d4 of damage and eventually be expended, needing to start his clock over to rest.
It's just a humble owlbear.
Do you have an amulet?
And with my time with him, I would already know this, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
Be aware of that.
I would definitely not.
Have you read the Dark Elf series?
Legend of D?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Initiative.
You essentially have Guinevere.
25 to 20. Anybody?
Oh,
no.
did you want me to roll, or do I automatically get first round?
Go ahead and roll. I'll say for this, it's
That's fine.
it wasn't. You were moving away. You weren't necessarily holding your like.
I didn't
Action to
declare
shoot.
holding an action. I was prepared
You're just
though.
watching.
Yeah. So it wouldn't be an element of surprise. The
But I have dark vision. Does that give me an advantage?
I swear.
good.
I swear
It does give you advantage
by the
on your death saves.
I was about to pick that up.
All right. 25 to 20 for initiative.
I
I don't even want to know.
not
Okay.
those.
19 to 15. Nope. 14 to 10.
Derp, 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 derp.
11.
12.
Okay, all right.
10.
Oh, I beat you, son of a bitch! I thought I was the worst. I got an 11.
I'm
11.
the worst.
Yeah, so we're
You'll
11.
tie for
Okay,
11.
I
12,
got a dex
11,
of 18.
10. Where's your dex
Got
at,
Riot,
bro?
More dark.
I'm small. SMOL.
Small.
Small.
Can you face me towards the owl bear? I don't want to spend half.
Sure.
Yeah,
I
we're
thought
all
I was.
facing
I
away
super
from
thought
it.
I was going last, but it is like Azariah, me, Moradar, Poppy.
Yeah,
Alright.
don't worry. I'll just get.
Azariah, you are up first.
Cool. He's cool, I guess.
He's cool.
Yeah, fuck it. Zephyr Strike.
Or Zephyr.
Yeah, Zephyr
Just
Strike.
get him, just boom.
I'll draw that arrow back.
Whisper dark and word.
Whisper the,
Bernie,
whisper the
Bernie.
magical words of Zephyr Strike and let fly. And I'm
Howdy
feeling
Y'all
stupid
know
lucky,
I'm
so
not
sharpshooter.
Sure, go for it.
If you shoot me, I swear to God.
Ooh, so that's an 18. And it's 1, so I'll take the 18. 18 plus 10 minus 5, so it's 20.
That, yeah. that
3 hit?
definitely hits.
Okay, great.
Go ahead and roll damage on that.
Oh gosh, I haven't done damage in so long. How do I do this again? It's been so long.
Yeah, bring 'em.
Zephyr's a
Been a while.
D8. Oh, I always forget I don't have to do Zephyr Strike on my first attack because I get automatic advantage on my first attack.
Well, you've done it now.
It's fine. It's a total of 3d8 plus 15. 1, 2. Something that I cannot read. All right. Dice print fail. 4. Yeah, I think
A
it's
lot
4.
of fancy dice, seriously, are hard to read.
Well, now that I've read it, I can understand it. 6, 7, 17, 22.
22 points of
I think.
damage. Alright, so you knock an arrow and release. It goes right past your ear, Poppy, sinking deep into the chest of this owlbear as it like kind of lurches back and growls. More dark. You're up. Azariah, do you want to move or anything? Or you
No, I have a double attack.
Is it?
Oh yeah. Go for it.
Yeah.
I think I'm before
Sorry.
him.
My apologies. I forgot.
Yeah.
Well, so we're both 11s, but I'm exhausted, so I'm gonna. I don't know.
He has a higher dex.
I have a higher dex, so
Oh.
usually I would go first.
Sorry, 2
Also-
seconds.
DM,
Mhm.
while I'm rolling this next attack, not at an advantage.
I also have an 18.
Should we
it's gonna
roll?
be
It's a
a
roll
miss,
off.
probably.
I
we just
would
roll, you and
I would concede it. I'm exhausted.
That is
Okay.
Yeah.
13
That's good
to
RP.
hit.
13 hits. Yep.
It does. Okay.
Wow. That is big.
Dread Ambusher gives me an additional weapon
might
attack
be
when I
dead
take the
before we
attack
get there.
action on my first round. So does it mean I get
Yes.
3?
You do get 3 attacks.
Great.
Wow.
Dread Ambusher.
Of course, it'll turn out this is the baby elk.
So that's 8.
My
Mom doesn't
God.
come out like
9.
this high.
He has like a full teddy bear.
That is 14.
14 points of damage.
Mm-hmm. And one more attack for funsies. Let's get here. Let's sharpshooter.
Let's get weird.
That's 12.
12 does not hit.
Boo. I tried.
All right. Devin, your turn. Or you gonna move?
Yeah, I'm gonna back up some.
About there.
Sure.
He points to the corner of the map.
Yeah. I mean, you got that like insane amount of movement, so you get
So
get to the edge.
Dashing.
Yeah, my
Kyle,
move speed's
weird-
like 70 right now, so.
weirdly enough, we both have the same dex, but I'm exhausted, so I would concede my initiative to him.
We both rolled an
It's
11.
what
it's
Jimmy
up to
was
you,
trying to choose.
But you can roll off to determine.
Roll
who
off or
wins
he
it.
concedes. Which
I
If you
concede it.
concede, then
I
yeah,
concede it,
it's
yeah.
done.
Okay. I'm gonna move
Let me switch you guys real quick.
laterally. I want to stay within 60 feet of the owlbear, but move away from the group.
Laterally?
Let me go
That was the
here.
best quote of the night.
Wait, I missed it. God damn it.
Where did you get a ladder?
Where did you get a ladder? All right.
Everyone just leaving me, huh?
The ladder. I saw that movie with Will
Poppy,
Smith.
wait,
you're
I
supposed to
wanna
be our
be-
tank, so do
This is true.
Do
I'll
tank
take it.
things.
20. I want to be like 60 feet, so I'll move there.
Okay.
And I'm doing Phantasmal Force.
All right.
So intelligence 16 saving throw. Owlbears aren't smart, right?
They aren't. What's your saving?
16.
16. Okay.
Where are the Cubs?
Ooh. So they have a 18 minus 4, so that's a fail.
Okay.
Or sorry.
Sweet. So immediately the
14,
owlbear,
14. Wait,
like-
what is your DC?
intelligence 16. So 18
yeah,
minus
so
4 would be a
they
fail.
rolled
Yeah.
a 14. Yeah.
The owlbear thinks it's not very smart, right? So this isn't going to be like complicated.
Actually, does Phantasmal Force have a intelligence requirement? Like, does it need to be of a certain intelligence for the spell to affect it?
You craft an illusion, this is 2024 version, in the mind of a creature you can see.
Mm-hmm.
The target makes an intelligence saving throw.
Right.
It doesn't give a minimum.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't say.
Not applicable on.
I mean, if it's a creature that has a brain, I could make it afraid of something.
That's fair, I think.
Because that's what Phantasmal
if you
Force
can
is.
see it, yeah.
Yeah, it's fear.
So immediately it thinks that we are predators.
Right.
Like we are here to eat him, or her, and her kids. And make owlbear steaks and owlbear ground sausages, and like it's like, oh, it perceives us for what we are.
Okay.
Like humanoid apex predators, not to be fucked with, GTFO.
Got it.
Like she immediately thinks the best course of action is to get her kids and bolt.
So, tell me, I like that. Tell me, what about your appearance would, in the mind of this owlbear, create that level of fear?
The two things she's already experienced. One, when I cast Phantasmal Force, it was obviously with magic.
Right.
Like it wasn't like invisible, it wasn't like just in her mind. Like a magical, visible magical force flew from me to her that she saw, hit her, and then the fear hit her. And she was already hit an insane amount by the mechanical advantage weapons that the ranger is carrying. She is like, oh, people with weapons and magic, this is bad, this is awful, this is terrible.
Right.
I don't want my kids to be steaks tonight.
Oh, I just tickled her.
Here's the thing.
She's not hurt.
The spell goes off, it works, causes the damage. There is the intelligence and instinct of this creature would not inform it to flee in this situation. The instinct would be to fight until dead. So everything that you say occurs in the mind of this owlbear. However, its instinct is not going to be to turn and run. Its instinct is to bare its claws and fight for it.
It probably just double downed on you,
I
Rebel.
mean, I could have said there was fire in the woods. I guess that would
I
have been
literally
simpler.
in my mind I was like,
I always do that with Phantasmal Force, though. I was trying to be more creative.
Yeah, the problem is
That's
it has
cool.
an
That's cool.
intelligence
RP.
of 3, so it's like the ability to say like, oh, I need to run away doesn't really.
I was trying to establish in the owlbear's mind when it hunts something and eats it, that's what we're gonna do.
Right.
This is something that hunts and eats her.
Yeah. The problem is it doesn't necessarily have a concept of that with that level of intelligence. It
She
just
knows
thinks,
that she eats stuff. But anyway, no, you're DM. So 2d8.
Should have just made her see Krampus.
10 damage, psychic.
Okay. She doubles over in pain, kind of reeling and scratching at the side of her head.
And that's me.
Beginning to look very worn down. All right. Cool.
Okay, so
Mordart,
I'm
Poppy on deck.
Okay.
So Poppy has essentially been revealed, but have I been revealed out of?
You have not. You were still technically hidden.
Okay. If I were to do a sneak attack, close the gap and do a sneak attack, do I need to roll stealth again?
I would say you'd have enough movement along with your dash to sneak around to its back without it picking you up. So
you get sneak attack automatically because it's engaged with Poppy, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Well, my plan of action is to do movement in between those two trees,
right.
and then I flank from this. Yeah, it's essentially right there.
Yeah, you would have advantage either way because of being hidden, also because of Poppy flanking. So
great. So I'm gonna roll attack with the.
By the way, I know you stole this from BG3.
Stole what?
Did I? Subconsciously.
There is an owlbear with a baby in BG3.
Well, this one has 2
I'm gonna roll attack with the short sword.
All right.
So basically, the idea here is I'd like to kind of like do what I can to, in my sneak attack, jump up onto its back and kind of get it through the shoulder blades.
Gotcha.
Right there.
Go ahead and make an attack roll at advantage.
Gotta get it on the right
No,
number.
no.
This is a finesse.
That is like 16 inches thick.
Okay.
So that one first roll.
No. 26.
That definitely is. So go ahead and roll damage. Add your sneak attack.
Yeah. D6 plus 5. Oh, okay. 11 and then I think it's like 3d6 on sneak attack. Yeah, so 11, 18, 19. Oh, shit. Is that right? Do an extra 3d6 damage. Yeah. 22.
22.
Yeah.
Got it. All right. How do you want to do this?
Okay, so as the owlbear is zeroed in on Poppy and all the gleaming, shining armor, it's now seeing it's shiny. It's afraid. It's doubled over. It's blinded. And so what I do is I run up the side of the owlbear, grab onto its fur, pull myself up, take the short sword, and two-hand like this. And then I want to bonus action disengage after I come in with a stab. So I'll be removing the sword and then disengage. I'm going to backflip off of the owlbear, catch my footing, and disengage my 30 feet.
Amazing. Which direction?
Back in the direction I came from, basically. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you all watch as emerging from the wooded shadows, Mordark leaps onto the back of this creature, and he plunges his short sword.
Tongue flopping, by the way.
Oh.
Oh, your tongue is flopping?
Tongue flopping.
He flies through the air, tongue unwieldy, and just
Why does your tongue do
causing havoc.
Tongue dark.
Poppy, the owlbear begins to double over, and one last heartbreaking screech as it its eyes close and it flops to the floor.
I just wanted shiny tacos.
As it comes to your turn, Poppy, now turning, or you'd already turned to get the candy, but after this creature bit you, and then your friends quickly jump into action, firing spells and arrows and daggers or short swords.
Very
you
quickly.
see this creature fall like at your feet, and looking over its body, you can now see like from the opening of this cave, 2 sets of bright yellowish eyes that are peeking out toward you, that both begin to walk out and emerge from this cave. These are not the size, but just
What is the size?
Um,
Which one is closer to the size?
this one is closer to the size. So you
They're very
see
cute.
them.
And they're crying.
They look somewhere between sadness and confusion, anger. It is your turn. What are you doing?
Are we not out of...
You have sleep.
Don't matter. Back up.
I'm
I was
sorry.
thinking about that. I'm gonna say, guys, there's little babies.
Okay.
Do we want to do this? And
That's depressing. That's very sad. I say out loud with my free action.
I wanna. Okay, so here's
Yeah,
what I'm
can I
gonna
react?
Here's
Can I
what
have a
I'm-
reaction? Shout back.
You can on your turn.
Hold on. Here's what I'm gonna do.
It is.
Dude. It's alive?
Alright. The
Does it seem like I
The
thought
mother?
that Mordark, had killed it? Is it?
mother is dead.
Oh, it's dead.
Yeah.
Don't say dead. That's so messy.
Okay. So the mother has a large wound open from her
She
back.
Pulled a
There are-
Bambi.
There are
Bambi's
yeah.
mom.
like blood is streaking down from where the eye sockets were, and there
Word.
are
He says. Word. He says.
2 arrows that are deeply lodged, like
Oh, 2
almost to
arrows.
the
Yeah. 2 out of 3.
fletching.
Couldn't lay on hands.
There's the faint smell of owlbear steaks.
You could absolutely try to heal this owlbear if you want to.
That's what I want to do, but everybody's gonna yell at me.
I'm not gonna
Nope.
I'm not going to yell at you.
I'm not gonna yell at you.
Mordark will, but
No, I won't.
Jimmy will.
I should have slept the elf bear on my turn, but I tried to be the fearmonger.
Okay.
WWPD.
I will
What would
cast
Poppy
Spare
do?
the Dying.
What would Poppy
Spare
do?
the dying.
Yeah. Because I don't want to like give it a second wind to attack us, but I do want to stabilize it so that it doesn't die.
So
Is that how that works?
spare the dying. It removes the need for a player character to make death saving throws.
Yeah.
Because this is
It says a
technically
living
monster.
creature.
Right.
What's the full text?
Here's the
It
thing.
says you touch a living creature that has 0 hit points. The creature becomes stable. The spell has no effect on undead or constructs.
RP wise, I think that's perfect.
I-
It's
To
now a
me,
sleepy
yeah,
elf
it's like
bear.
it's whatever your call is, but it really sounded like it included creatures.
Sure.
Think of the babies, Kyle.
Yeah, I full on absolutely
Kyle is
railroad the DM right there. I am
Working
so sorry.
through something.
Do what you want. Cast fireball. Kill us all. Whatever you need to do.
Do I have fireball?
No, he has fireball.
He has giant meteor.
All those baby owlbears have fireball.
Oh,
We don't know why.
Surprise.
Surprise.
No. I'll say, yeah. You So like normally,
Mm-hmm.
monsters don't get saving throws. Once they are dead, it's
Yeah.
like you all as players you are finishing the job. Like they have crossed the veil, they're dead.
Mm-hmm.
Because you are acting directly after Mordark, I would say that you can almost like instinctively kind of
Just, like,
reach out and
reach.
you're like, no. And right as the last bit of light begins to leave its eyes,
Mhm.
you release this spell and you watch as it hits the ground. The wound
You're
doesn't
giving this up?
completely close,
Sure.
but
Yeah.
the bleeding is sort
This
of
is
like
the-
stemmed.
Staunch, yeah. Okay.
And you're
Non-peppermint.
watching as like it's just lying there on the floor, heavy breathing or labored breathing, but not
But it
quite
seems
dead.
stabilized.
Seems stabilized. Yeah.
Okay. That was my action. I don't think I have a bonus action. though.
Bonus action, pour a health potion in its mouth. Just kidding.
No.
Sorry.
It's not getting a health potion.
Yeah, let's sleep.
That's
Baldur's Gate
right.
rules. Just throw it at it.
I am going to walk as far away as I can.
Just do that this way.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. So at the end of your turn, the two of them are going to creep up and then they begin to sniff at, lick the hands and face of their mom, and or do it assume as their mom, and they just kind of like look around into the woods, still a little sad and confused, but you can see that the mother seems to be stable and could recover, but just gotta get out of here. Yeah. You all head off and you continue on the path that you had forged previously.
Do we?
Is that good? I mean, I don't know.
I do.
That's the end of initiative. So
We
it's
don't
back
want
up
to
to
kill
Clark.
owlbears.
I do.
It's back to the top of the round, I guess. So
It's
Yep,
true.
it
It's
is.
Azariah's turn.
Azariah.
if
your
you
turn.
really want to kill this bear for the second time, you monster.
Oh my god.
They're monsters.
So
They're
are
magically
we.
cute
They're not
monsters.
wildlife.
We
They're-
are also monsters.
They're 100% wildlife.
They're beautiful,
What's
and
the
I
difference
expressed.
between an owl bear and thicket, huh?
They're like
Ooh.
dragons. They are magically amazing.
They get sentient.
Hmm.
He can talk
You
to
don't-
me.
you don't-
Owlbears are really close to being sentient.
But Thicket can't talk to me. What if I came across Thicket in the woods and I was like, "You're just a monster. I'm gonna kill you."
Let's see. I've already rolled a nature
Still
check, so
got
I can't
magic.
really roll another one to determine if an owlbear is a peaceful entity on a rig. Can I?
Well, I think that Kyle expressed that we all understood this creature was aggressive toward us.
It was protective. So it
There's
was
a mama.
Protective, yeah.
protecting.
We saw its
den.
kids.
Yeah, you entered its realm, and it came out.
We'll keep going. We'll just
while
leave.
there.
We'll fade into the distance. Pass without a trace should still be operating, so
Okay.
we can just mosey.
Say
Are we going for stealth or speed?
Well, we're gonna get the fuck away.
With stealth.
Not with you in the party.
Exactly. Let's just run.
Sorry.
Clank, 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 clank.
Pause for 1 second.
Yeah.
Yep.
Look at the camera. Logan Baltus, longtime fan of the show, my oldest son,
Hey.
just arrived in Cape May, New Jersey at boot camp.
Woo!
Right now.
Thank you for your
good
service.
job, Logan.
You're doing it.
Win! Succeed!
Successful launch.
Nice.
That is
Tie a
awesome.
rope on the soap.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
Why do you know that?
Um,
90% of my family has been in the military, bud.
Oh, okay. All right.
so encounter. You all get back onto the path, and you've got roughly another hour or so before you make it back to the road where you were traveling to find or pick up your intended path. At that point, we would be.
Road?
What's that?
This is the correct road.
Yes. So your earlier survival check, the one that was better, allowed you to find a better path through the woods. But at that point, you would have reached your sort of 8-hour mark for travel for this day. So if you would like to make it all the way to the road, you can. If you like to set up camp more like tucked off in the woods.
I mean, I thought about killing the Hourbearers and using their home as their resting point. But
You could, yeah.
I think we've moseyed.
So we steal some shit from a theoretical alchemist, and we're bad. And he murders a family of owlbears, and you're good?
that attacked us. God. The alchemists did
We need to take
us.
a relative morality course
We-
together
we were
to
the-
arrive at a consensus.
Revel, we were the evil ones. We walked into this place. We were just supposed to bum beds for the night, and you stole shit. We were attacked,
From
and it was
someone who
perfectly
wasn't
fine to
there.
defend yourself. That is how that
We
works.
should settle this at our campfire later.
Yeah, we need a campfire.
We make camp.
Okay.
Off the road.
Off the road.
Sure, fine. If you want to be off the road.
Well, you are leading us, so where do you take us?
Or are you not leading us anymore? What are you doing?
I'm not our leader.
Okay, fine. I will look for a
I'll
good
be the
camp
leader.
spot.
Okay. Make a perception or survival check.
And your survival turns out to be.
Do perception for 19.
Okay. So with a 19, you
Perceive goodness.
you find a place probably
Cozy. Are there mushrooms?
20 minutes or so away from where the road is, so it's a good bit of distance. But it's just not a large clearing, but just a space large enough that there's a few like down trees and a bit of brush that you can make a comfortable space to bed down for the evening.
I attempt to hunt us something for dinner.
I'll say, how long do you spend hunting?
What time is it now?
At this point, probably closer to 6 or 7 in the evening.
Is it really that late already?
8 hours.
I'm just not gonna spend that long. I'm just gonna wander off in 30, 40 minutes into the woods
Okay.
quietly.
Make survival. It would be,
If I run across something.
I'll say survival or nature, whichever is better for you.
14.
14.
Mm-hmm.
You come across a family of deer. There
What's
are
with your obsession with families?
3. It's how animals normally travel. But there are 3 what look to be like adult deer, a pair of doe and a larger buck.
I kill the doe.
Okay. Make an attack roll.
Yes.
Zephyr Strike.
Zephyr Strike. Yeah.
I wanted advantage.
Hunting
Yeah.
sim. Can I apply my survival roll to like foraging around our camp area? For
You
anything
did perception.
Or perception?
Sure.
I mean, it's up to your discretion.
Sorry, give me 1 second.
Yeah, you're good.
What was your attack roll?
Distraction. Look at me, I'm in distraction. 29.
29. That, yeah, definitely hits the deer.
Good
So,
God.
The deer has an AC of 32, so
Oh, okay. Well,
You hit it, but it turns out it's not a
Just
deer, it's a mimic.
it's another night. It's another night of hardtack,
It's
y'all.
your mom.
Um,
and
It's
she's,
your mom.
No, it's a clean shot. You go through both of the eyes, so you figure it was a
Really what?
It's not really
painless.
what you aim for when killing deer, but great. Yeah, sure. It would be fatal.
You're pretty sure it didn't feel anything because you hit it in the brain and it didn't.
You really just wanted something to be blind this episode, right?
Yeah. You're next. Yeah, this deer doesn't have dark vision anymore.
oh god.
Hey, deer do
No
have
more dark
It
vision.
has blind vision.
But it kind of like tenses for a second and then falls dead on the floor. The other two see this and they quickly like sprint off into the forest.
Single dad.
Yeah, that's right. Your mama's a hoe.
Single. Shout out to the single dads. But yeah, you do have a
Great. I carry it back. I clean it. I cook it. I serve it.
cool.
No stew.
Marinate it first.
No, I didn't forage anything else. I'm just putting it on a spick over the fire.
Got it.
Worcestershire sauce, a little garlic.
Give me a performance check for your.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, I didn't get out easy. You're not getting out easy.
Cooking check. Cooking check.
While he's rolling this, I'll also say that I had a bit of rations in my pack, and I'm tired. So I don't. If they wake me up, that's cool. But like, I would have slammed my rations, knowing that I need like food in my stomach to fall asleep. And
Did you have your
Calm
back?
down.
Slam a good granola bar
Yeah.
and just pass
Did
out.
you?
Mordark was one of the last people who woke up.
So I know you rolled well. How well?
Oh, it was just a 14.
14.
I quickly pull out a book, like how to prepare venison
Yeah.
by some bloke.
There's
Look,
no
if
way.
a 14 does,
Advantage.
if
No
a
way
14
Rebels
does
thought
not
this
help
was a
me
good
cook
book.
a deer.
Oh, seriously, I'm just wondering if you get a 20. Like this is 14 or 20.
No.
No.
So
I
keep in mind,
scratched cooking.
I don't feel like trying to narrate with
Keep
the DM on
the-
how this book helps me cook a deer.
keep the helps before the rolls occur.
Oh, okay. All right.
So
Add some scallion.
with a
And some
14,
garlic.
you are able to easily like I don't know what the terminology you're skinning and
Skin it, I clean it, I
Yeah.
butcher the deer.
yeah, and you find a piece of meat that is easy to like prepare for everyone and create a nice hearty meal for the night. So
I go for the back straps, buddy.
Okay.
I'm like
Having
cooking up.
back straps.
I'm cooking up deer filet mignon for everybody right now.
yeah, so you all for the evening enjoy the taste of meat, which you probably haven't had in over a week, maybe.
does anybody wake me up?
I will narratively say that
You knew what I was
I
doing.
fully
you
did
could've
pull
stuck
that book, and I was going to help him, and I ran up, and I was like, "You should do this and that," and you look, I have this book. Right as he was like slicing the guts open and draining the deer, and I'm like,
Yeah. Poppy, you're looking around, foraging, and make a nature check. You do come across a few sets of bushels with different types of berries, but
I want to see if there's anything I can make tea on. It's only an 11.
11.
Okay. I was just curious.
Yeah, you don't find anything to make tea. But like I said, there are a couple bushels of berries. One, you think that it would be fine to eat, and they look safe based on your knowledge.
Okay.
The other does look like it could be possibly poisonous or harmful to humanoids. So.
Okay. I'll bring the one that I think is okay over to Rebel, and I'll ask him if he has a book on berries.
You want
Okay.
tea?
"Want me to do a history or arcana or what to do?
I have
do
tea.
I have this book?
You want tea?
Make a nature check.
I have many books.
I get
Advantage
tea
or
in my
no?
rations. It's
Why do I not trust this?
it's
tea?
tea,
Greater
whiskey, and
advantage
pipe
by a
tobacco.
number of
That's what I
books.
keep on hand.
Mm.
I'll take tea.
I'll say it. Yeah, sure. It's an advantage.
DM, do I have
Thank God.
Roll for T. No,
tea? Roll
Roll
for
for
tea?
tea. You absolutely have tea.
sure. Roll a D100. I'll say there's probably
D100. Okay.
probably a
21.
70% chance that you have tea.
4.
No.
You don't have tea.
You rolled a 5.
You rolled a
that's
5,
funny.
you rolled
You
a
have the
4.
exact tea that you have, which is grass clippings.
I mean, I always have tea, DM.
I always have tea.
always have tea.
Yeah, like maybe there's some peppermint
So
plants.
my
out
character
there.
would totally keep around whiskey, tea, and pipe tobacco.
Next time we go into a town, I'm buying tea. We need some comfort.
Apparently, I got to restock on my
21
tea.
on the berries.
21. So these are Engelberries, and they are native to the region. You find a page in your book that lines up with them. They help with like digestive issues, but they don't have any like magical properties. They're just forage for medical use, but they are safe to eat and nutritious. So
They're safe to eat and good for your tummy. Put them in everything.
I have tea.
IRL.
Would you like some?
It's hot water.
No, it's not hot water.
It's this hot grass water.
all right.
I'll wake up more dark to eat. Just eat real quick and then go back to sleep.
You're
He
worse
shoved
than the
a
horse.
Granola bar up his mouth.
I haven't heard that one before, but all right.
I thought you were gonna say in a while.
Nope,
Were you riding?
never.
her?
Thank you.
Heyo. No, from when I was riding the horse for roughly 10 to 15
Getting
minutes,
woken up.
going from my head
I would've
knocking
woken
into the
you up
horse's
gently.
body.
Are we
I have
in
good
fireside
bedside
chat?
manner.
Yeah.
Or
We're in the
fireside.
fireside chat.
Okay.
So tell
So,
us about this death experience.
I wake up, I consume the meat,
Sorry, he wants to narrate this.
I get back away from everybody, get back to like just take my pack and lean it up on a tree and lean my head up on the pack and just try to conk out again.
Okay. I'll
The
say
meat that was left was
for,
undercooked and it makes me sick.
for like the sake of you gaining rest, you do spend like about 20 minutes or so eating with the rest of the party as they kind of like circle around the fire.
Okay.
And Azariah kind of like serves these cuts of backstraps, and it's quite delicious. But yeah, you guys are all huddled around the fire, and yeah, if there's anything you want to chat about or plan for, you can do that.
So, Mordark, I kind of know what happened. It all was just a little... I don't know. It just all flowed and happened and was intuitive. But from your perspective, when we were trying to get Einsora the first time, what did you see happen to me? Oh, you've been asking about it. You've been asking about it.
He's got a pink and red head or something. I don't know.
Have I got a bottle?
He's touching cloth.
I got a badger cup.
Quit drinking
You got a
that
bottle?
tea.
No.
He said, I've drank about a gallon of tea.
So,
Oh, he needs to pee. That's.
yes.
I thought he was touching cloth.
Okay, listener.
All
Tell
right,
us your
just-
story, Mordark.
Help me explain this to them.
Well, you disappeared for a little bit. And then I
I just disappeared.
went unconscious, and then you reappeared.
I can't hit
Talking about the other thing.
The bright flash of light. Well, like, I don't know.
I don't know what it looked like. I was in it, so I can't really.
Well, I was just in it. You were like next to me, ish, and all of a sudden it was really bright, and then everything got really hot, and then I look back and you're gone.
You were gone. Where?
And then I got punched in the nose pretty hard, and then everything went black. And then I came back and you were back.
Do I remember what happened when I was gone at all? Is it just like falling asleep and waking up, or did anything happen in between?
As you think back at that moment, go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw.
It's been a while.
Since I could
24.
24.
I'm keeping my eyes thinking. Your eyes pop out of your head.
Your dark vision fades. So you remember this moment of desperation as you called out to Alamar for assistance, and you felt a sudden like rush of warmth that escalated quickly from warm to the blazing heat of the sun. Then you also experienced a bright flash, following which you remember moments of a figure standing before you, a female in form, but you couldn't make out any of the facial features. Like there were no defined parts that you could tell like what this entity looked like. But as you sit and consider this, Mordark asking you these questions, there's a sense in which you know that there were about 10 to 15 seconds that you were not communing, but sharing a sacred space with your goddess. In those moments, you were allowed a question. I want you to tell me, what would Poppy have asked?
You're gonna put me on the spot like this?
Better figure it out quick.
Great. Take 10 seconds to think about it.
He's just gonna pee on your floor out there.
Right in the gas cap.
Yeah. And just like, what the? Yeah.
Okay.
It's not a gas cap.
Nobody. Oh God, this is so dense.
Yeah.
Nobody told me I did that.
What'd you
Nat
get?
20.
What? That's crazy.
Just leave it.
It's going to be on the playback.
It's okay. He doesn't watch.
You rolled a natural 20 on his dice? Oh my god.
On Kyle's die.
All right.
What are you looking at?
Poppy.
I will ask her.
Mhm.
My question would be about the woman who was possessed or somehow afflicted, and I couldn't save. I'm gonna ask, I guess, what was wrong with her, because that's the only way Poppy can think of for closure. Like, that's what's always bothered her, is like not knowing what it was.
Gotcha.
And so that's the question that stuck with her the longest. So she'll ask, what afflicted that woman that I couldn't save? Oh, I could have asked something way better about like what to do with the conflux, but honestly, I'm probably not thinking about that.
Gotcha.
Sorry, guys.
Don't metagame.
So
Yeah.
This is locked away safely.
the question you pose, you see the figure reaches a hand toward you, and the bright light. This space is warm and comfortable, but as it reaches toward you and places a hand on your cheek, you become not warmer, but there's a sense of peace and calm that washes over you that you've never experienced. You feel completely safe and invulnerable in this moment. She regards you and says, "My child, the woman whom you and your mother tried so desperately to save, she was afflicted. She was accursed." Hang on, sorry. This is different.
Different time.
Very Mulan.
Yeah, I was getting that too.
All right, sorry. So, she was afflicted and accursed by a creature not of this realm, not of your home realm. She had need and the ability to see that need brought to fruition came at a cost. The cost happened to be the very life of her unborn child. The strain and toll taken through the exacting of that cost unfortunately claimed her life as well. Being as such that the creature that afflicted her is bound to the agreement as stated. There is an imbalance now between that woman's spirit and the entity which took the life of her child.
Who's the entity?
There is a pause. The hand pulls away from your face, and
No, wait.
this figure begins to fade back as
I will think about it and shout out and try to see if she stops and has any interest in these mortal things.
she
And I'll say, what about the conflicts, and see if it stops her or gets any interest. I don't know if this is too moment for gods.
so
I like feel
Say
myself
this.
slipping back to mortal.
she she pauses as she pulls away, and I'll say she considers your second question. So not about the conflicts, but about what creature is or had caused that.
Mm-hmm.
Akira of the Unseelie. She is by nature a hag, but altogether something more. And her form begins to fade into a dim light, and as that light dims, you now perceive around you all of the area of the woods, and your form now reapparated, and you see Moridark's body before you. But yeah, that was
Unconscious on the ground again.
no. This is
This is
peeking back to when she exploded. And
when
then-
I exploded. I was with Alamar and got to ask those questions.
Yeah, I understand. When you reoperated back, I was unconscious on the
Okay,
ground from
sorry,
getting
I thought you
punched in
were-
the face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah,
So that's my memory of what happened.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I'll tell the group. I just was so desperate to save Einsora, and we had done everything. Mordark was unconscious. I was about to die, and I just felt something emulating from my amulet, from my relationship with Alamar, and I knew that no matter what, we needed to find a way out, and everything just was warm and then heated up and then got really hot, and then it just felt like, I don't know, there's just light everywhere. It was like I was in the sacred flame that I cast on others, but it didn't hurt. I was beyond the veil, almost, something like that, and saw Alamar and spoke with her, and then before I knew it, I was coming back, and it happened quickly, but it was weird. It was like I was looking up from the ground, and then felt shaky, not myself, not solid, but it didn't last for long. All of a sudden I was myself again, and felt as if I had just woken up from resting. I was healed. I was
So you
fine.
you died,
I think so.
and you went to the Vale. beyond, like, past the veil?
I guess so. I've never died before.
Did
but...
you see the hooded creature?
No, I saw my goddess.
Oh.
And then she came back.
It felt really great. It was just peaceful, and I felt calm and happy, and like nothing could hurt me.
She came back fully healed. Can you teach him how to do that?
Do you want to become a follower of Alamar?
Say yes.
I don't know if I've ever asked you. I feel like bad. I feel bad that we've been friends our whole life, and I've never.
And it turns out Azariah is a Baptist.
Yeah.
Everyone, put your eyes down and
He
raise your
smacks
hand
him
if you
in
want to
the
be saved.
Yeah.
Feel the
You
spirit
did
of
what we brought you
Alamar.
here today.
Mordark's
Say
gonna
yes, please.
Mordark's gonna answer just because he's so confused about all of this. He's confused, like, why like we were like raised together from the same town, and like you believe in some different stuff than I believe in, but like I feel like we're roughly the same person.
Really?
Mordark, right?
Yeah.
Like I feel like we're the same
It's like, I'm
person,
as good
but
as
like
Poppy.
when I died, I got a different experience than what you experienced. So, I don't know. I'm confused, and so I don't know.
Yeah, your death sucked, and Alamar's doesn't.
Your death costs a lot of money.
You didn't have to pay shit.
Weren't you about to be burned
I
up
didn't
in
say
the
I
eternal
did.
fires of something or other?
No, he let me sit still.
Burning in the eternal fires of something or other?
I didn't have to go there yet.
Mm-hmm.
Yet.
I will say, when I woke back up, there was ash all over me, so I think I really did just burn into nothing and then come back. So, I mean, that's kind of a little scary. That's a little freaky.
It felt like the driest. If I stuck my head over a fire, and the driest, like no smoke, but just hot, just went over my face, and then
Light.
everything went dark because I got punched in the face.
I almost died once, but I don't really remember much.
You
about
met
it.
Hot
That experience.
Jesus. Say yes.
I didn't meet Hot Jesus.
Hot Alamar?
I'm in. Elmer's great. But yeah, so I don't know how or why that happened, or if I'll be able to do it again. It ended up being super helpful. So, as I don't know if there's lasting effects, like fire salt, like if I keep doing it, if something bad will happen. But
I mean, but if it's with your
Communing
god, it
with your
shouldn't be that
God, I don't
bad,
think
right?
there's long-term negative effects. Probably long-term positive effects.
But like if I burn myself that many times, am I gonna like wake up without hair one time or something?
Yeah, but probably with some badass Alamar light powers. Who cares about hair?
Or he can press the digital whatever the fuck and like.
Yeah,
your
press
hair.
it.
This is true. If I feel the urge to burst into flame, I will go for it.
You should definitely maybe try to commune with your god and figure out how to tap into that when you need to again. Sounds useful.
It was useful. It was useful. Honestly, super scary. Having Einsora be kidnapped, and big bummer that she chose to leave after chasing her down like that. But it was kind of a cool fight. I'm not gonna lie.
It was a pretty big bummer to go through all that effort to track her down, and then like you die, you almost die again.
And then she chose to.
He almost died.
Mordark is getting really uncomfortable
I got
with
tickled.
this recap and the invitation to go follow Alamar, being confused about everything that has happened and still wrestling with it. So as they're discussing this, I'm gonna
Stay at the campfire, stay at the campfire.
Sneak off.
No,
Ah.
we're
Go to sleep.
perceiving. We're perceiving.
Do you want to?
I have a passive. I have a
Roll?
pretty high passive.
Order?
I'm
Do
in.
you wanna-
I am absolutely opposed roll or passive. What are we doing, Kyle?
Make a,
Wardock, would you like to stay and
stealth check?
share my pipe with me?
just a straight roll?
It'll help you sleep.
I'm gonna say it's my passive.
Is it passive or roll?
Fine.
It's up to you.
So here's the thing, Mordark. You are
It's like each
exhausted, but you're also very skilled at like slipping away. So an element of this is not your ability to dexterously move through the forest without making a sound or being seen. An element of this is convincing your friends that you are maybe just like going to the restroom, but
Deception.
Poppy's engaged with you, right?
I would say that.
Oh no! This was
Alomar
as
just reached out and touched
you guys. No, Alomar didn't do shit.
I don't think he's trying to sneak
Alomar
away.
touched her.
I think he just wants to
Didn't he touch
leave the
him?
group.
No, it has nothing to do with
I
me.
thought you saw Alomar touching him.
No.
Or
So-
something about him.
So it's as Azariah is continuing to question, everyone's making comments about what Poppy experienced, and as the focus is on Poppy and her experience, I'm going to tuck away.
Yeah.
Being uncomfortable with the situation.
We're also talking about what you did, and we're all sitting in a circle.
Yeah.
Like it's really obvious if you leave.
I think it
Leave
would
up to the
be.
DM.
Also, we have dark vision.
And you don't, so maybe you run into something.
You ain't going nowhere, son.
No, I'll say you do like without anyone noticing for a moment. Tuck into your bedroll, but all of you quickly, without needing to roll, you quickly
sorry.
become aware like Mordok has left the conversation, and
Yeah.
without anywhere to go, like you're not sneaking off into the woods. They just
I'm
see
like
you.
I'm just like a tree over.
Yeah.
Okay. If we can see you over by the tree.
Come on, lizard. Critical conversations here.
After
He
he
wants to
wanders
be
off, I'm
alone.
going to be like, well, it's a shame
Monsieur
you
Moraldark, I have some books that I wish to share with you.
It's a
He's
shame
never
you
gonna
left so
come down.
early. I was fixing to uncork this lovely whiskey that we have left from
That might
that one
work.
I'm gonna
place.
pop up
Whiskey,
in
my
one
friend.
eye and be like,
I mean, whiskey and backstrap go hand in hand. Good pipe afterwards. Just allow the evening to drift off.
as Azariah said, I'm gonna pop up in this whiskey. I'm gonna, laying in my bedroll, I'm gonna pop up in one eye and go. Conk out.
Which philosophy book do we want to discuss?
Oh my god.
I'm going to bed.
I've got Being Good, A Short Introduction to Ethics. How to Live a Good Life According to the World's 7 Wisest Philosophies.
Everybody's gone to bed.
Or Groundwork of the Metaphysics by
You can
Immanuel
read it out
Kant.
loud to us while we sleep.
So I've got like one
Rebel.
deep, hardcore philosophical morality textbook.
Yeah.
One kind of self-help book of like cherry picking 7 things from the 7 world's most popular philosophies, or just the how to be good.
So as
I'm asleep.
the 3 of them all
I'm
find
pulling
their
books
way.
out and I'm talking like, which one we should study relative morality, my friends, so that we make good decisions in see
Revel
battle.
is actively
Close my
cataloging the different variety of philosophical pieces that he has on his person.
While he's piling all these books up, I accidentally roll over and kick some of the books into the fire.
So make a you make a deception check, and
Like a deck save.
you can make a dexterity saving throw to try and catch them.
19.
That's a 7.
Yeah, Revel, you see like Azariah's leg kind of like swing over a little wider than would be necessary and catch the top of one of the books, and it goes careening towards the fire, but you kind of instinctively reach out and you watch as like this extension of Revel's hand, this like arcane hand grab.
I'm doing this as we're all trying to go to sleep, and he's
So
just
the
listing
lizard's
off all these book
asleep,
titles.
and he's going to sleep and pretending to burn my books, and she's pretending not to go to sleep and pay attention.
Yeah.
And I just sort of smile and I'm like, yes, my friends, I understand that you do not wish to understand the relative moralities, but we are growing. We are growing as a group. We are going to be great heroes. I can feel it.
Yes, but
Just
great
talk to
heroes.
us about morality while we drift off.
Great heroes require great rest.
There you go.
Um,
Remember, kids. Great heroes require great rest.
Santa's coming tonight. I need to go to sleep.
I'm going to settle on Being Good, a short introduction to ethics,
okay.
as the book that I'm going to really focus on helping the group understand what our moral compass should be.
Got anything in there that teaches rogues how to be rogues?
So you
how to
crack
be
open this
sneaky.
book, and it is it's written by a fairly famous. It can be described as somewhat bardic, but also with some like training in things of a political nature. There's a elf by the name of Erdan Zillicent that wrote this book roughly 100 or so years ago, and it was in response to the roiling conflict between the nations that make up the Eldorian alliance today. So this is pre-Eldorian alliance when this was written, and it served as not an official treaty, but sort of the bedrock for how people come to the understanding that when decisions are made for large groups or for cities, continents, that there are considerations that are best left to the micro pockets of community, and there are considerations that are necessarily brought to a higher level, and that is the underlying sort of like principle that brings the Eldorian Alliance to its current place. There was one nation that decided to withhold itself from the Eldorian Alliance. That is the country known as Morden, which is sort of it's not an island, but it is separated by a strip of it's a peninsula that separates it, and it is the northernmost country or region within Eldoria, and you would know that currently Morden is not necessarily considered to be at war or an enemy of the Eldorian Alliance, but it is certainly fraught with tension between the
You are
Eldorians.
asleep, my lizard friend. Quit. Snore quite generously.
I'm literally about to fall asleep.
Yeah, I
Kyle's
was like, no,
like,
I'm pulling
Whereas
it.
Rebel is like, yes, yes.
Yeah.
Tell me more of the
100
political
years
theory
ago.
and history of ethics of
Off the
Eldaria.
peninsula.
Bro.
Kyle's trying to actually like make this whole
He's
rebel
RPing for
talking us to sleep
Yeah.
to a real thing.
The music is really doing it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
Bonsoir, mes amis. I'm
The
literally narrating this
PJs.
part of this book.
Yeah, Rebel is audible like tonight for you.
Yeah.
guys.
This is
I'm a
great.
sleep story
Yeah.
about ethics and the Eldarian Alliance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Tonight, my friends, we are discussing
Oh my god.
as a sleep story.
We
This
will
is
see you
the
all in
sound of my
2025.
He's like, I saw jacuzzis and audio recordings of books.
But yeah,
The
Rebel.
sulphur sound of my voice.
As you reach roughly like the halfway point of this book, I would say that that's where you decide to close it for the night and
Everyone's out.
find rest. But you look around, yeah, all of them are sleeping. Poppy's kind of pressed up against a tree, like trancing. And I'd say you probably take a moment to alarm and sort of, protect the area as you would each night. And
Yeah,
The morning
he just read
comes.
us to sleep. I didn't even normally I would set a watch or something, but this
Yeah.
dude
I'll
just
do alarm and
just
then I'll do
damn
my
right-
trance
right us
there in the
straight to
middle of
sleep.
everybody.
but yeah, we'll go ahead and wrap up there and pick up
Bonsoir, mes
in
amis.
2025. So, Merry Christmas.
New Year.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Christmas.
We
More
are so
stories to
grateful
come.
for you guys joining us, and we hope to see you first Tuesday of next year.
How good is 2025 gonna go?
I want to know.
A 7.
Oh no.
Natural 20!
Natural 19, natural
1920.
20, natural
I
20.
got a 4.